Stay tuned.
Radio True Media. Radio True Media. We rise every morning with truth in our hands. No more silence, we take a stand. For the people who cry, for the dreams that fade. We speak for the hearts that justice betrayed. Radio True Media.
On FM 103.9.
Radio True Media.
On FM 103.9.
Now we voice, now we power. True Media go shine like tower. We no go fear, we go talk. Even if they know I make we talk. True Media Radio. On FM 103.9.
Now God we dey Friday, not true we dey preach. Freedom of speech, now that we dey teach.
For salon, we go stand tall. Radio True Media.
One voice for all.
We honor the land, the struggle, the fight. We shine a light in the darkest night. Because we believe in hard work and faith. The Sierra Leone way. We hold the line, come what may.
Them one set we more them, but we go shout. Now the poor man voice we they bring out.
Now we are right for know the truth. Now that make we go protect the truth.
True big and not any neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the flame. Truth will rise, they'll know our name. We are the truth and nothing else.
Truth they get, we know they play.
Now for salon, we declare the way. Tune in every day to
Truth me get radio.
3.9.
Truth me get radio.
3.9. Radio True Media. Radio True Media. Radio True Media.
This is Truth Radio, 103.9 FM. We empower the nation.
Mina Yusufu Jallo, the Cowfoot Prince, and you they listen to Truth Radio on 103.9 FM live from Freetown. Natu de las.
Matonya ya pegwa kwa bwana we. Tonya ya pegwa kwa la ngatu ya bongwe za watu minane FM we. Tonya Yepe Bokwo, Elamiagatua Yabong, Wasawatomina, Efe. Tamiagatua Tonya Yepe Bokwo, Elawe. Anya Buddha, Tonya Yemi Aloma. Tonya Yelemi Amome. Yabone Jagbe Yale, Jatia Yale, Dwemido, Yango Molo, Tonya Yepe Bokwo, Elawe. Miata Nuisi Vena. Namorabo me to ever. Ah, Nabura Jepebu have me, Wabido, Tonya Yepego Quaboela. Amiagatolia Papa got it all over Papa never the Penebuno. Ah, ya bog better what on me, Nani, FM Nema. Yamia Bedebe Damakini more. Yade skinny money that case like if I may be no tome war. Come here, hoping
Sierra Leone is a beautiful country. It's beautiful people.
Indeed, Sierra Leone is a beautiful country with beautiful people. Good morning and welcome. Assalamu alaikum. And it's Tuesday today, now the 27th day in the month of January 2026. Good morning and welcome. Good morning and welcome. And one for say alhamdulillah, tell Allah thank you for life. You know, this life is very fragile. Very, very fragile. It hits you sometimes. It hits people closer to you. Then you get to understand how and why there should be nothing will make you do other people them bad. But you get too worried about life. Just leave it as it is. Do your best. You know, create your impact. Do it. Try for do it right. You cannot be a perfect person. All of us are not. You know, it's sad and tough. Yesterday with community, you know, lost a very, very good soul. Dr. Bimba Idis, Dr. Bisha Swede Kolam. You know, I talked to Bimba on Thursday. We had a chat on Thursday, and we had a plan to do a free screening. So we can always watch with status them and comment on with status them. So he had this flyer about free screening for engineers, lawyers, and I said, man, with the journalists, and promptly responded. He said, let's do it, let's plan it. I said, I forget to, my brother. He always calls me bro. He just say bro. And yeah, he came back and said, let's do it from the 1st to the 28th February, free. Help me coordinate it. I said, yes, let's do the flyer. This is on Thursday evening. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I was watching his status, Just forget news says that. May his soul rest in peace, but Bemba was a good man. He was a very good soul. Always bubbly, always lively, always happy. Me nene sabi am directly because I do operation na eye, and he refused to. Man, this guy. He said, no, you should not pay anything. You mama and me mama, I'm gonna take care of it. And he did everything. So my mama sabi am directly. No, she knows. Na in the same. Just on Sunday, she was reminding me for buying eye drop from Tasha Hospital, Bishi in eye clinic. You don't go there in Ainkin see him, and I just can't give her the message that your doctor don't die. It's scary. But it's sad. It's sad. This life, we need to be thankful every other day we wake up. We need to tell Allah thank you for life and be grateful that we are up and running. And this morning we want to tell God thank you. We want to say Alhamdulillah for we life, and pray that Allah continue for keep we strong, give we long life and well body. But guide we to the right path too, because this life it's happened. It can happen any other time. It can happen. This Bemba, we had plans for February. From February 1st, we will begin next week to the 28th. We were going to do free eye screening for journalists. And suddenly it's gone. It's got all his plans. All his plans. Man who has worked hard, educated himself, established his own clinic, supporting people. I met Adom Sabi Bemba over 20 years ago. Yeah, I've known him. We've hanged out, we've had fun, man. May his soul rest in peace. We pray that Allah go comfort him family, any loved ones, and we imparted them back in close people. Me and Bemba in a very close group, young professionals. Bemba played a very, very great role in the fight against Ebola in this country. I remember doing an article with him in role in the fight against Ebola then. Yeah, I did an article with him. I did an interview as well. I was at Star then. It's tough. Sometimes when death hits closer to people people you just talk to, people you have plans with, then you get to understand that this life is fragile. It comes at any time. It can happen. Maybe tomorrow somebody else go to explain about me on death, or someone else. So let me just try for do it right. If you're a Muslim or Christian, pray for Allah in guidance and protection. If you don't believe God back, just try for do it right. Making say the biggest sin with me, they always pray against and they beg God for, and that one we knowingly they do to other person. Suffer other person just because sometimes I get power, sometimes I get influence, or sometimes I get money, sometimes I just want to do it no more. They always pray to Allah for that, and they let Allah push them, they far from me. They not give me that heart today. For look me comping mortal man. Sorry. And I know what I'm doing to him or her is bad, and I continue to do it. Let Allah push me far from that. Let Allah sorry for Dr. Bemba. This it is huge potential, man. This guy, you won't understand. It's may his soul rest in peace. May Allah be pleased with him. Let Allah grant him family ease. I know how tough it is, Let Allah guide we at the right path. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. And it's a tough morning, but we will try. We will continue to pray for them and pray for we safe. So we start the morning devotion with prayers. Let us pray. Lord, pray for we safe. Pray for God in continued blessings and protection in we lives. Guidance as well to the right path. Need to win a bad or problem, let Allah push them far for we. But that we can't run away from it anyways. It will come. It will come one day. And we don't know when. That's about it. You don't know who's tell me they come. You just don't know. It might be after here. It might be here. It might be everybody get them plans. But the only thing we know the plan for, we know about. Now when and how we're gonna die. And we for prepare ourselves for them. So anything we do, remember say, there's something I don't know when it will come. So let's try for do it right. It's not so when people and they see you, even when people they know they see you. Let us pray this morning. Let us seek Allah in forgiveness, beg Him for His blessing, guidance, and protection in our lives. So people that we seek Allah give them medicine. People that they go through problem, people that they go through problem, let Allah make them easy for them. It's tough sometimes. People find it difficult to have people to speak to. It's tough. But let Allah make them easy for you. Let us pray, say amen, amen, wherever you are. Let Allah answer our prayers them.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mina Ridwan Habibi. I want to say Alhamdulillah, alladhi ahyana ba'da mahmatana wa ilayhi nushur. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, may grant you the best of the goodness we send this particular day and the day after it. And we also ask Allah for making save from the trials and difficulties He sent upon this day as well today and the day after it. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He will bless we country, He will guide we leaders them, and He will bless we mineral in this nation, and He will unite we as one people. Let Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala change the people that we get negative mindset for this country. Let Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala change the bad one then become good one. Let Allah make always the good one then dominate the bad one then. Let Allah unite you as a nation. Guide we leaders them, all the sectors in government. Let Allah give we people away for saying righteous and then sincere for rule this nation. Let Allah bless we leaders them. We be say then get the fairness of Allah. We go sorry for the masses. We go sorry for the people them. Try them best and for grant cure to people them. Even though Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala they grant cure. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك وتبارك اسمك وتعالى جدك ولا إله خيرك. يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والصلاة والسلام على المرسلين وآخر دعوانا والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for Sierra Leone. Thank you for allowing us to see a new year. Papa God, we commit Salon into your hands and we pray that you will continue to uphold this nation, continue to uphold the leaders, them, continue to give them the wisdom, the knowledge and understanding, the strength and the grace we they need for functioning in various offices. Abba Father, Papa God, we know that the heart of kings and queens stay at your hand, and you return them as to how you want. I ask that you would turn the heart of our leaders them to you and to the people for serve the people them and for do what will please you. Papa God, we pray that this nation not go be a nation of war or discomfort, but we pray that Salon will continue to experience peace, unity, oneness, will continue to enjoy the resources them and the minerals them we don't give we. Papa, we pray for this dog now in country that you go show we mercy and deliver we boy picking them, we girl picking them, and deliver we Papa God, the one the way they hand and the inside. We ask that you will go expose them, for with you you say there is no impossibility and nothing of the way they hide under you. Papa, we ask that you will restore Sierra Leone, which will not lost as a nation in this new year. Restore we education, we health, we infrastructure, we economy. Restore we all aspects in the name of Jesus. thank you, Papa God, because we know so you don't answer we. For in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
FG, baby.
Real bad.
I'm forever grateful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Man, I know they reach 40 again. Tell me waiting being pulse in the chest. After all waiting pulse in the face. Why die knocking the wait? To me enemies and fans. Once in a while buy drinks and dance. Cause we go die left beans and plants. Now go the honor we no get the means and chance. Posting go post today then I'm on any die. Push up in the call heaven but they no can reply. Yes, I know now God can decide. Sometimes go put in the honor pulse in the mind. Oh Lord give me time. Man them must see me shine. And not to like I'm rushing in life. With the time reach let you enjoy what you been suffer for. Now the time the pulse sinking die. Yes, I know say this not the end time. God had the baby, I give him more time. Yes, I know say this not the end time. God had the baby, I give him more time. So we party then we die Ali. I know say life like we. I pray I get kids and a wife at least. I swear not the only life I need. Waiting really we defend. Pass and get that money where we no go really spend. Some man they start to below, say no they for see the end. So far up na college, just forget a degree and die. Yeah, yeah. Posting go post today, then I'm on any die. Wish I been they call heaven, but they no can reply. Yes, I know now God can decide. Sometimes go put in the on a pulse in the mind. Oh Lord, give me time. Man, them must see me shine. They not to like I'm rushing in life. With the time reach, let you enjoy what you been suffer for. Now the time the pulse sinking die. Yes, I know say this not the end time. God had the big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Man, I know they reach 40 again. Tell me waiting being pulse in the chest. After all waiting pulse in the face. Why die knocking the wait? To me enemies and fans. Once in a while buy drinks and dance. Cause we go die left beans and plants. Now go the honor we no get the means and chance. Posting go post today then I'm on any die. Push up in the call heaven but they no can reply. Yes, I know now God can decide. Sometimes go put in the honor pulse in the mind. Oh Lord give me time. Man them must see me shine. And not to like I'm rushing in life. With the time reach let you enjoy what you been suffer for. Now the time the pulse sinking die. Yes, I know say this not the end time. God had the baby, I give him more time. Yes, I know say this not the end time. God had the baby, I give him more time. So we party then we die Ali. I know say life like we. I pray I get kids and a wife at least. I swear not the only life I need. Waiting really we defend. Pass and get that money where we no go really spend. Some man they start to below, say no they for see the end. So far up na college, just forget a degree and die. Yeah, yeah. Posting go post today, then I'm on any die. Wish I been they call heaven, but they no can reply. Yes, I know now God can decide. Sometimes go put in the on a pulse in the mind. Oh Lord, give me time. Man, them must see me shine. And not to like I'm rushing in life. With the time reach, let you enjoy what you been suffer for. Now the time the pulse sinking die.
Sometimes with the time they reach for where we all think say we go enjoy families you know. I think say you don't reach your peak, man. It's time to, you know, well, not enjoying a one, yeah, but at least we all get to ambitions them, we plans them, and once see yourself in a certain level, you know, and things happen. That comes. It doesn't remind us. It doesn't tell us. Not a conversation where you could get with somebody who tell you, say, I'm coming tomorrow, ready for me. It comes at any time, and we need to prepare ourselves for it, you know, and then tear for the remind we say, this life we all day so young or old, whatever opportunity we get now with life, in whatever way, I can tell people that any side you day, play your own part. There are so many things this nation can remember Dr. Bimba Idris for. His role in the fight against Ebola, as one of the leading doctors that we've been there at the Hastings Treatment Center, his role in supporting people, the Deputy Minister of Health too, Dr. Jalika to Mustafa, post some photos of Ian, Dr. Bish yesterday. I see him on Facebook. And the whole way he play for support people, do free eye surgeries, not only in Freetown but across the country. May Allah sorry for him, and a family as well, family. May Allah grant them ease. May Allah keep we strong and give we long life and well body, but guide we as well for try for do everything right in whatever way, wherever we are. Making say it doesn't mean which professional you be, which side you there. You can play your own part. If now your community, you can do it in, say right. We all know it in right, we know it in wrong. We all can't be the same people. We all get with disposition, we all get with qualities, but we can try for do it in right. That serve humanity. For me, that's the ultimate goal. You just can't serve everyone, but just make some efforts. Just make some efforts. People will see and they will know. Because this life, it can happen anytime. Death comes at any time. It doesn't remind you. Like I said, I was speaking to this guy and we had plans to start something on the 1st. From the 1st to the 28th. Leave the message. And that was what he actually sent to me. He had all these plans we were planning. And he was planning with other people as well. Don't put out flyer then for do free eye screening for different professionals. And Allah take up. May his soul rest in peace. And we say amen, amen to them prayer and day. Let Allah give we good people them we go serve we in whatever capacity. And let Allah make we not use with power, we not use with might, we not use with money, we not use with influence for victimize or suffer other people them. Because anyhow we you'll die. And when you die, for we will believe, you'll be judged for whatever you did here. You get for face you maker. If you not believe, fine. Well, we believe that whatever you do, there will be a time where you go get account of whether what you did been good, what you do been bad. You could definitely get account. So let Allah guide and protect we. Let Allah put we in the right path, and may the souls of we good people them, we party them with family members them, may them rest in peace. Let Allah give we families them the strength for continue for mourn and pray for them, because that's all we can give to them. Good morning once more and welcome. This is the Truth Morning Devotion with the broadcast live from the studios na Ilkot na Freetown, and we're on Facebook and YouTube. We're there on radio as well. Welcoming we listeners them na Radio Land on 103.9. Welcoming all we viewers them from across the country and across the world. People in the provinces, and I want to say thanks to my colleagues them na the regions where they always connect between our community radios them na Tongo, na Kailau, na Kenema, and Pujen as well. We want to welcome all we listeners them, people who already listen to we, to the community radios them, and want to say thanks to colleagues them, for taking us that far, na remote communities them, so people can go understand what's in there happen. Today we continue the conversation on the constitutional amendment. After over 20 years, the process for amend the constitution don't begin yesterday. with a pre-legislative hearing. Usai the minister, the Attorney General Minister of Justice, Alpha Sisi, make a statement, they do a presentation, people they ask questions, give contributions on what they think, what are their concerns, what they want for the day inside the document. We'll never talk about that. Constitutional matters, constitution, not a document way, then they review every other 1 year, 2 year, or 5 years. It takes time. Imagine from Peter Tucker, Pakaba term, to Justice Cowan, former President Kuma in term, to President Bill now, where they try for implement them. So we really need to pay attention and get conversation around the issues then they, because they are important. Now the soul of the democratic and governance process. If we get it wrong now, then it will take generation for fix them. So this is an opportunity for we try for do it right and avoid for do it wrong. Because tomorrow by, if we all not play with parts, we within a media, within a civil society, within a parliament, within a executive arm, with the people themselves, politicians, ordinary citizens. If we not get it right, we go always see them, they grumble and complain. So they continue the conversation till they ever get two very senior members of parliament, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte of the ruling Sierra Leone People's Party, and also Honorable Abdul Kagbo, the leader of the opposition, APC in a parliament. They continue the conversation, waiting at them position them, waiting people them for know how can the public be part of this process, waiting at the concerns, and waiting people not for be worried about how the process could be transparent, how it could be inclusive as well. So they get that conversation today because members of parliament, now we representative them, now then they represent we. Once they agree to that, they then vote or then say yea or nay. If not to entrench clause where they go na referendum, then it becomes law. It goes to the president, again assent, it becomes law. It did it forever. Forever and ever. Until some other time where other generation or other presidents go come and think, say, no, let's review the constitution. And that doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen. You can see the process, a very long process. And capital intensive as well, very expensive. So let me make efforts try to get things the way right. We also be the problem in this country with elections. We don't know, don't get election cycle, don't see the reports, recommendations. This is an opportunity for let we dialogue and agree, say, yeah, you can't be right here, but you're right here. You are right here, but you're wrong here. Let's agree, say, that this kind of system, now go prevent we from problem, now go make we all accept what's in the happen, it go make the process transparent, free and fair and inclusive and participatory as well. So we all go accept. Well, even if we all not accept, but we majority of we go believe, say, at least things and day we go hold people them accountable if they do anything wrong now with election, but the process as well, free and fair, and would I ever win election, not going pan confusion, I think I don't know for strive for how election and not going pan confusion. How after election we go on and move to development issues. Not just for begin talk about election problem 5 years. Just for address the election, the problem we come on from election. So we're going to continue the conversation. And then this morning, I going to get the pleasure for talk to Ibrahim Tommy. Ibrahim Tommy don't left Carl as the executive director, but one for know waiting next, waiting our next move. Tommy don't at the space for over 15 years. Don't do a lot of work on human rights, on the rule of law, accountability. So we're going to talk to another program today as well. But this morning, let's take a pledge as our commitments to this country. For always tell and say, they put in interest above all else. Show love to Salone. Show love to Salone. because it's important. You know, this country, with all in problem them, you know, it's the only country we have. Especially we win a one passport, we get to, we win a, even people we get 2 passport now. There is some huge effort of people who they try for relocate. They won't come back now in country, because if you don't know other country, always then they remind you, say, even though you get 3 passports or you're a citizen of here, but not so you born, also you come out, try go there, you go always want to make effort for come back. Usai, nobody no go watch you bad the highway you pass na streets. Nobody no go ask you, show us your ID. When then go tell you so you get accent. So, but we all for make effort for make here. We go only able to see where we make here fine. If we get opportunity, especially with people looking come out diaspora, they get opportunity for can serve in so many ways, whether in private sector, whether in public service. I can say why can't people that same kind of discipline where they can get overseas, now then job them, now they work with and they do? Why can't they imbibe that in the system here? Why can't they? We get a lot of people who don't get experience at the diaspora where they work on the public service. Sometimes if they put half of what and they do now overseas, if they put that and they work now, yeah, they will definitely help to change things. You get very good diasporans, you get very good people, them I know, who've come diligently, they're serving, whether in private sector, in public service, or philanthropy, then they do their work. But you got some, brah, Allahu Akbar. And then they give them company and bad name. You go imagine how long have you lived overseas? You don't see all how things they work there, discipline, how system they work there. But you can't even add that to what you're doing here. I'll take a pledge. We'll come back shortly, can do the roll call. We got some stories them for run through today as well and talk about. Then we go join with guest them. Continue for stay with me. We'll come back shortly. Let's take the pledge.
I pledge my love and loyalty to my country, Sierra Leone. I vow to serve her faithfully at all times. I promise to defend her honor and good name, always work for her unity, peace, freedom, and prosperity, and put her interest above all else. So help me God.
I pledge my love and loyalty to my country, Sierra Leone. I vow to serve her faithfully at all times. I promise to defend her honor and good name, always work for her unity, peace, freedom, and prosperity, and put her interest above all else. So help me God. So help me God.
Salon, now we continue. Sweet salon, now we fought like for build this country. My salon, it no matter how we beat today. Team go find one day. I said team go better one day. The land we got the bless. Salon, now yeah we go live in happiness.
education. Command them still not a question. Should be one of the richest countries in the world, but we still why we not a question? Why poor people just the poor? They rank and then they better. Why? Waiting do we not a question? Why make na salon no more the young not they grow? Oh salon. Why we not a question? Why make na ya no more education no they grow? Oh salon. How the internet slow? Now so we slow anyone then give me we say oh. Big development, corruption, first position, clap for us. I know that's such occupation. This took out for sponsors. Go bear with the big na boduya. Una kill we slow. Una shoot we right on sight. Yeah, maybe that they go better. Everybody say na 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 na. Everybody say na 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 na. Yes, I go try for unite this generation. Sabotage, make them misunderstand the intentions. Making them smart, but must ask you the question. One day, mama, why we still live on the same conditions? Why then it go be big question? You answer, mama, papa, making confrontations. All these pockets in a fire bone, now we all young.
Why? We for ask questions. Why? You know, there is nothing wrong to ask questions. It's part of the governance and democratic process. You like for change. You for to evaluate yourself. Say, me, 5-10 years, this party don't can, this don't go, this party don't can, this don't go. Waiting on change. Me and somebody they talk in the idea, they say, when last you was on the shower, when last you opened the tap and the shower open, like you get good bath, you know, not to for use bela or pam. When last now free tongue, I need to ask about that sayo. You were a free tongue, yeah. When last you was under the shower, like they watch kandong, they put the soap na you head, you wash clean. When was the last time you had that? You open the pump now, house, the pump open. You get good bath, man. You now you home. I'm asking. Not so Bella or not so we were they use Bella. When was the last time? You know? Yeah. These are things you not can pay attention to, but they're the real issues. That's a dignified way of living. That's dignified life, kind of. You able to wake and say, well, I open the pump. What are they? It's hot or cold. You able to pay to pop. You know, you take the goose iron or then don't iron for you. You prepare well. And they talk about people who get well now. They also we get tanko. And they talk about Guma connect to you. You use the Guma water and you open your shower, you wash. When last did you do that? You know, these are the things we should be talking about. When last you feel sick, say, no, let me just go. I know it won't be expensive. Like just go to a public hospital and get treated and move back and accommodate, and you're sure you get trust in the system. Do you trust the judiciary? Do you trust state institutions? With politics, if I work for we, should work for us. We not forbid the people where they be in politics and politicians them just for saying I'm a party in a power now we party in a power. If I work, the democratic and governance processes where you vote. You know, remember that singer? I think it was Andrew, IGR, and Standing Together Consortium also been doing. We vote now, me life. You vote now like your life. It's your life. It should define how your life should be as a citizen. Not forbid thing for this sing and dance and turn no more. Forbid things, something like it's a social contract. Say me are the given power. I given power now for change we life for do things away. They make her live a decent life. Like a better citizen. I no need for game all the money in the world for able get affordable housing, decent place for live. I no need for get all the money in the world for able access better health care. I don't need for get all the money in the world for let me picking get quality, good and quality education. I don't need for get all the money in the world for lay I open pump a was I get access to social services. These are the things we should be discussing, and these are the things we'll be discussing in this program. When last you open the shower and wash, cholololololo, the water can you put the soap, you rub your body wash clean, you feel fresh. You know, begin worry bella, pam, pam. You begin watch the buckets, sometimes the water not plenty, so if you get for manage the water. Anyways, no do the whole call this morning, no do the whole call this morning. Good morning and welcome. Good morning and welcome. Good morning, Alima Tudamonekene, Peter Beckley. Good morning, Shiba Concept. Good morning, John Conte, JK. Good morning, Albert Lansana, Adams Bangura. Good morning, Wawa Rahman. Good morning, Princess Isaac Barnes, Abubakar Siddiq Bari, Engineer Lawrence Toure, Gabriel Indolo Lebi, Mohamed Madina Ba, Fode Mansare, Salifu Jallo, Newman Anthony Levy, Mohamed Sambora, Edwina John, Mohamed Bundo Moe, Maliki Dabo, Cecilia Momo, Idris Sise, Saliu Sidianke Conte, Ishmael James Kouma, Kusna Bayo, Mohamed F.S. Kamara, Salifu Jallo, Abubakar Siddiq Bari, Bumi Sarah Thompson Moter, Aman Morgan Conte, Alex Ansu, Mosdi, good morning, Kriyo Bobo, good morning, Mustafa Kata M. Kat, Salam alaikum, my brother. Good morning, Musa Masakoi, Khadija Bakane, Eddie Grant, good morning. Good morning, Jibril Toure, Ibrahim H. Kouma, Augustine Momo Davis, Joe Fofana, Suluku Solomon, Idrissa Sisse, good morning, Rugiatu Sako, good morning, Mrs. Good morning, Hope you and the Pekin and they do fine. Good morning, Ibrahim Mavel Kamara, good morning, Mohamed Y. Bayon, good morning, Alfred Thompson. Good morning everyone and welcome. It's always a pleasure and a blessing for getting na the program, as I always can say. Good morning Alpha Amadou Jallo, good morning Abdulaziz Kouma, good morning Nia Wahab, good morning Kouma Ibrahim Jr., Aminata Kouma, good morning Sulaiman Mahmoud Jallo, good morning Bayero, good morning Mada Y. Bayon. Good morning Sheku Yala Mansare. Good morning Mohamed Boy Jallo. Good morning Brahma Kamara. Good morning Cherno Majuba. Good morning Yaya A. Kalon. Peter Beckley. I'm not being devil's out, but I can vouch that I get water from Guma 3. But Peter Beckley, you get water 3 times a day in this city. You don't a country where get all the water in the world. How many years you don't live in this city? How many days you get water? You satisfied with getting water 3 times a day? And sometimes we'll talk about anything there. Don't forget about we safe. Don't forget about we safe. Forget about me and you can afford sometimes. Maybe you able to buy water Bowser. Think about the people them we don't live in our communities them. We forget water, forget access to water na problem. No one is saying it's doom and gloom. I'm saying let's ask questions. These are the things we should address. 20 years of 2 governments, 10 years of APC, we're going 20 years of SLPP. You still proud of getting water 3 times a day. You dey live na Godrich. Usa I say, I don't care. You don't near the dam safe. You don't near the dam. Now 3 days you dey get water. You satisfied with that? You know something, and it's not about me, not about us. It's about, I told you the other day, just these days, last week, and it not most times I see people right up junction, yeah, up after lodge, the next junction for go up country lodge. I saw people crossing the old 5 gallon there early morning. Then they go find water. You get water 3 times a day. Now you host this age and time, this country, this don't celebrate over sick. We've come from war. This country they get rain past other country than at the world. You still like you get water 3 times a day in a week. you say, imagine, forget about you and me, say, forget about we. Think about the people where they live in our communities, them we still not get access to water. Now this city, inside this city, they live in places, they don't have access to water. Better you they get 3 times a day. You they close, you don't near mile 13 or so, you they get water. You get 3 times a day. You have some people within this city, they only depend on water bowser. If they not get water bowser, go put some people in a well they don't dig now, they will say for solve their own problem. And sometimes me and it's all some of us can afford, some of us can you can dig well now yours, you can afford. How about the people them when not able, people they live now communities them inside this city. They've been living there, then still they never get water, they never get the 3 times so you they get so safe. Follow them get one thing saying a problem. We need to accept, say there's a problem. And until we accept that and agree, say we for make more effort for address. And nobody is saying it's all gloom and doom. No. But there's a problem. If you self they accept, say, you dey live, I don't care, you dey get water 3 times a day, you're very close to the mile 13 dam. You dey get water 3 times a day inside this city. With all the years where you don't live in this city. Think about other people them, within other areas them. We know they get water. One time a day, if they know they get water. And they will struggle for get water. Sometimes that is how I think. It's not just about what I enjoy. It's about the struggle so that people and they go through. And don't they go through. We always see in this city, go to major places. You they see people like that for one come inside the ocean, kind of junction, can't find water. The other day I was driving at King Street around 3 or 4 a.m. during the holidays. I see man and they push and you know them bearing, then they push up bearing, go find water on side, pack the rubber and I saw it high so. Get picking away, they wake very early morning for go side and for go find water. It's all not gloom or doom. We're not saying it's gloom or doom. I'm saying these are the issues we should discuss. How do we address them? How we go ensure say you bring Peter like how you dey so bra? How you go ensure say you know they count how many days you dey get water na use? How you dey ensure say no but me anytime I come I don't need for buy tank na me yourself. I dey open the tap and shower and wash. Now the conversation and then the way we try forget. How we system, how we go accept say this not a thing we normal. It's not normal for you get water 3 times a day. It's not. There's a problem. Follow you inside this city or you do western rural, safe near the dam and you get water 3 times a day. They ration and they ration the water means there is a problem. We need to accept that. And we don't sit here and start saying things are doom or gloom. No, I don't. But we need for agree say certain things the way we don't normalize for a very long time. We for able to address them. We system for address them. We for address them. We for agree as a people. Say, no, this is not a normal way for live. We for able to address them. We for agree and agree. Say, no, it's not normal for na 3 times per day people in this city they get water. No. How do we expand? How do we invest in this? What's in the solution to that? I always give example about Pikiwe born 2007. By 2028, that Pikinde would on 20 years of age. If that Pikinde born in a system, 2 successive governments, is still they look forward to getting water 3 times a day, then there's a problem. The system not solve the problem for that Pikinde in the system where it grow. I'm not saying take us to space. I'm not saying fly rockets with we. These are problems. There are communities. Forget about where they get water 3 times a day safe. There are communities, Brana, this city. Water they won't go now outside in this safe. They need to move far for go for water. They see them there. We see them every day. Yeah, but good morning and welcome once more. Don't forget to call some people a name, you know. But good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning and welcome. We can join with first guest this morning. Ibrahim Tommy, we can get a conversation with him on, you know, we are next. It's good. Sometimes when you serve after service, you know, we all get a life for live, but we go recognize wetin you do, the things them way you do, and the efforts that we make. But I'll take some stories them. Yesterday we see some young people them go out, them protest about the death of a young guy. Let me take that story there. We go come back and come discuss other issues them.
The Mansare family of AKK drive na Ilkot inside Freetown. They call for justice after wey dem beat and kill them brother Joshua Mansare, wey just graduate November, as dem be mistaken for Tifmana Lodge near OSD headquarters inside Freetown, Saturday evening, January 24, 2026. Joshua, wey just graduate inside November 2025, gets big dream for a future, but his life cut short. Rose Lodge by West, the headquarters na Freetown. According to his elder brother Samuel Mansaye, they were really bad news early Sunday morning. The reporter David Aspin Solomon gets more in Guna report.
As the Mansaye family of AKK drive na Hill Court, they call for justice for their small brother Joshua Mansaye, wey dem beat wey bin later die Saturday evening, January 24, 2026, for sake how dem be mistaken for thief man. According to Samuel Mansaye, na the big brother, he talk say Joshua just graduate November 2025 and get big dream for him future, but his life been cut short na lodge by OSD headquarters na Freetown. He be explain say around 12:20, and Papa been call am and send number give am say make he call the person, and when he call the person been talk say people dem dey beat Joshua na Lord, and he be run for take bike and go there. But when he reach, he say he meet Joshua na a very critical condition, wey be make some people dem try for help am as dem rush go na 34 military hospital, but the doctor been confirm say he don die.
Go online, say I send one number to you, call me, say if I'm big Joshua. That's okay. I go online, I call the person, they direct me inside the incident take place when I lodge by OSD headquarters. I take by Goody. So like where I go now, I meet some guys there, we then the rescue in the Joshua. But they be helpful if I meet her now almost to death. So I take her now, count her now 34. From 34, now they then can confirm say Joshua they lost his life. They advise me say before ever we put on a mortuary, they say look we will come across, we give report saying that this will happen. So I will go first, then they tell me say la we na headquarters, we na central police. A good day, we go make statement, we don't meet up now that they don't come, we make statement. So they tell me say look we call the body na mortuary na corners. But we go there, they not be allowed we, so I have to return back. LUC send police, they come there, but say space not there. From there we can't up 34, we can, by then 5 to 6 now, I even get the time now, so we'll let the body there now, come out. But well, the family asked for justice. We really refer to the police, the IG, let them come justice.
It been confirmed say police don't arrest 10 people now, and now the bike riders them we been they identify themselves. It be end up for call for justice as he say Joshua not to be bad person. Up to now, police not make no official statement yet. This incident here so they bring back worry about mob justice where they kill innocent people them na the country. For Truth FM, me na David Aspen Solomon, the report.
So this night seen yesterday of some young people in we Commoner State been they do a peaceful protest about the death of this young guy we they say was beaten today. Today the report and the family they ask for justice, and we pray and hope say and we go get justice. Nobody for beat other person to death. If things go bad, we need for reports. There's law and order, discipline. Need for kill other person. I still can't imagine how people will stand by and watch other person, they beat other person, till not able to survive. We hope the police will investigate and the family go get a closure and understand what's happen, and Yeah, that's just about it. There should be law and order and justice for everyone. Yesterday we run a story where we show the Congo Cross Bridge where Trevor been show we been in a very bad state. Myself we share then I have been share them around. I share them na a group where the SLRA boss day, the SLRSA boss day, and we get some conversation around them. Again, this is a point I'm making. Institution them for work for the people them. I listened the audio yesterday. Let me just watch the video quickly. Where Trevor at night he meets and they do the welding and he do this video, and credit to Trevor for doing all of this, for bringing them theater. And this is what I keep saying. We all know for sit down and say no to business. Sometimes you see things where they go bad in our communities. If we're able to raise alarm, if you don't raise alarm, the kind of system they will get now. If you don't raise alarm, they know they act. People they not even care safe. Then it seems like they don't care. Let me just watch the video quickly.
Trevor Young reporting. So I'm right now at the bridge at Congo Cross. SLRA, shouts out to them. SLRA, as you can see, they are actually fixing the part of the bridge that's broken. SLRA has brought a team out here. They are fixing the part of the bridge that's broken. I do, sir. I don't speak at the record. I don't record nobody. How you do? I record.
It's okay.
It's okay?
Fine. Yeah,
You give me permission?
Very, very well.
Okay, thank you.
No, I don't give you permission. What I be want is, what they about for do, it better you talk to the experts, the people then, you probably go understand information clearer.
Yes, sir.
And then you not go misinform people outside. You will get the correct information for sender.
Yes, sir.
So what are you, please?
My name is Trevor Young, sir.
Okay.
What's my name, sir?
Me na Chief Engineer John Kamara.
How you doing, Mr. Kamara?
Okay.
Mr. Kamara, I just want to inform you I'm recording.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but when you record first, I want you acknowledge say you did the wrong, you took the wrong approach.
Okay.
You came into the work, you the record, you didn't get onto us.
Yes,
like we need to know, and then you need to know what they do. We'll communicate so you get better understanding, and then we'll for send the correct information out. You agree with that?
I agree, sir.
Oh, okay. We'll continue now.
I just want to commend you. Sorry, it wasn't my intention to do anything out of order.
Yeah.
It's just I observed it, and I just wanted my audience to know about it. It wasn't my intention to do anything out of order, so I apologize for that. Okay. What I do, I just record many things throughout the city, and I share it with the public.
Then it's fine. I'm still telling you, it's not only this now.
Yes, sir.
When you see a problem,
yes,
you
sir.
want to record and share it to the public.
Yes, sir.
Firstly, try to know which institution is in charge.
Yes, sir.
And why is this problem like this?
Yes, sir.
And why is it not fixed at this moment?
Yes, sir.
And then you get the information, and then you can sensitize your public.
Okay, sir.
You get me right?
I understand.
Okay, so
all right. And I mean, I just want to say, it might be out of order, but thank you very much for fixing the bridge. I know. I just wanted to say thank you.
No, you know what? Finish it.
I know that you're currently fixing it. I just want to say
I'm fixing it, but why are we fixing it? Probably you want to say something about that. Let me say it for you.
Okay.
You probably want to say we are fixing it because of your previous post, which is not the case.
No, I didn't want to say that at all.
Okay.
I was driving back. I just saw it. I just wanted to stop by and say thank you.
No, you didn't say thank you. You were there recording us.
No, that's why I walked over to you.
No, I called you.
Right. And
I called you.
Okay, yes, sir. You called me. So
continue.
That's it. That's all I wanted to.
So any specific information, any specific knowledge you want to share with whosoever you are sharing with?
I just wanted to. What I do is I go and monitor, and I just wanted to now just share with the public that the bridge is fixed. That, well, at least this section is fixed. That's all I wanted to share.
Okay. But you know what was the problem, right?
Yeah, they said a container in December rolled over.
In December of what? What dates?
December of last year.
December, which specific date? December start from the 1st.
I don't have the date at hand. It's just in December.
This incident occurred on the 23rd.
Okay.
Almost eve of Christmas.
Okay.
And then in the intervening days of the festive and public holidays.
Okay.
So continue.
That's it. I just I exactly when it happened, and from the information I got, it happened December of last year.
December 23rd.
December 23rd.
Last year.
Yes, sir.
Today is January 26th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's it. That's what the information I got. It happened in December of last year.
Okay. You're correct. It happened December last year, but December 23rd. Let's be specific.
December 23rd of last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then this was an accident.
Yes,
that
sir.
occurred.
Yes, sir.
And then for such damage to public infrastructure, we do have policies.
Yes, sir.
Like the owner of the vehicle was tracked by the police.
Yes, sir.
And we had to really try to use all of our laws for him to pay for this damage.
Okay.
And that has to take some time.
All right.
You get that point?
Yes, sir.
It has to take some time. Eventually, the payment had been done very recently.
Okay.
And then we don't just take money and come and pour it on public infrastructure. There are also laws and procedures regarding procurement.
Okay.
And then, which is why sometimes you hear from ACC that this institution, quote unquote, don't eat so money, don't eat so money. Some of them, they don't eat money.
Okay.
It's because of procedural issues. No, wait.
Okay.
You're online.
Yeah.
Sensitize people then.
Okay, yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm the expert in charge of this.
Yes, sir.
I'm Chief Engineer Bridges.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, I was not too okay with the kind of... No, not what he did. You would have done it in a better way.
Okay.
Like getting the right institution informed, try to know what had happened in the past, try to fix all of these dates, and then you can sensitize your public.
Okay.
Which you didn't do, and which is what I'm doing now.
I apologize.
Yeah? It's not even a problem for me, even if you can carry on with your video record or...
Well, I'm listening.
Okay.
You're not the bike man? Oh,
so
sorry.
He's my colleague.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's a senior engineer at SLRA.
At the SLRA. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. So, you don't just take public money and come and fix problem. You have to select contractors.
Yes, sir.
And then we do have small works contractors for this kind of small works on our database. But you don't have to handpick. You need to ask them to submit quotations. And that needs to take approximately 2 weeks if it's an emergency work. Yeah? We've gone through all of that. We've signed contracts. And then the commencement date was actually going to be tomorrow, according to the contract. But then we've been really pushed, which I think is unfair to the process, and which may lead to bypass of certain process, which in this case we tried as hard as possible not to do that. But we are now working.
Thank you, sir.
So if you had been working like me on the 23rd, Christmas Eve, and that's the festive season and this kind of accident occur,
yes,
you can see how constrained you will be to even get the attention of contractors or to even get attention of workers, because everybody is probably on
vacation.
Exactly. You see so what happened.
Would you mind? There are a few other. Well, would you mind after today? I can get your number, so if anything, I could communicate with you directly.
No, whatever happens that is related to roads, you don't necessarily need to get onto me.
Who would I
contact? The institution is called Sierra Leone Roads Authority, and it's being headed by the Director General, the DG, who is the topmost of the management.
Okay.
So anytime you just get to the office as a journalist or as a blogger or whoever you are, and then ask key information, you use that and then blog with it. Okay. It's called professional way of doing things.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes,
so
sir.
that is just a correction. But we are on it. We are fixing it.
Thank you for your time. I do apologize if I was out of order. I'll make sure that...
You're still not certain if you were out of order.
Walk out.
I'm more patient, but I admire the brother and patient, you know. This is a man. This was how this place was like. This is not how it been there until Trevor raised an alarm on this. And here is an institution that is responsible to fix this, or at least if all what's in it explains to procurement processes and get for good to put something that I will tell people and say, be careful, or make an announcement. Let people understand that they need to be careful on this road. People the way they were picking, and they use this way, by the way. If you pass here in the afternoon or the evening, we're picking and they off school from the school them around there and now then they work. or at least put something, put a tape where go show say this place they so. And the man is being defensive, protecting himself. All what he said, procurement procedures and all. That's best practice. But what have you done before Trevor raised alarm on this? So if you not been no raise alarm, you na still for wait tape from December 23rd. Today na January 27th. Una for just don't left this place so. Una for just don't left and so. Like no one cares. The citizen raise an alarm, you try for intimidate them now. No, you know for do this, you teach them waiting for doing, waiting for. Instead of taking responsibility, yeah, you get right for follow procurement procedures, do things the right way. Nobody's saying do things wrongfully. But as much as one don't understand, say accident don't happen and that place they don't damage. Somebody forget that thought, they say, no, yeah, na roadway people and they use. How do we, if not temporal something, say put tape, let people and see and we visible, and no say this part na the bridge gets problem, you need for be careful until you fix them. So whose magic una play now for fix a net yesterday? Watch the video on a net. Now net than the world they show. So all this while, all the procurement, it only happened yesterday no more. Let's evening 9 and the world they show. So all this while, all the procurement process the way don't they happen, you know, we need to be serious. We truly need to value people in life. This is the point I keep making. This is about life and death. It can be any one of we. It can be somebody who they work under, I don't know. Me they pass in a net, I don't know, sleeping for them. It can be anybody. But if people already manage institutions and public institutions not value people in life, this is what you have. They will be defensive, they're going to intimidate you, for ask question, for see problem, you raise them up. But una no say accident don't happen now. Una go pull that container then at that place. This place don't broke. Una dey pan resolve for get money. Waiting wrong for put something we go protect this place until una can weld that like una weld that on that rush show. Now they say not to the money in video make or in photo make una go do am. Whose kind magic una play now between yesterday before a bridge for more not to low cost back safe. Even the railway line now the bridge for more go put slab them there. Look the bridge for more go scatter. This self na a road safety issue. I've been to tell the head of road safety authority yesterday. So this is a road safety issue. If you go cut bridge so you don't narrow the road, and this is a very busy place. Picking in the worker now, somebody can follow under na net. But this don't pass how many months? But you go can explain back procurement, for this, for that. The whose magic una play for go well that place there yesterday now. People just need for take their job seriously. That's all. We don't say play magic, but if you see problem, make some effort for solve them. That's all. We not say we get financial constraint, budgetary constraint, there are procedures, but something in there, it's just leadership. If pipe don't cut na that place there, somebody can go put tape there, or make some soft announcements, let people know. This bridge back on don't left from on go begin start say look how we did 30 days. Anyway, who can join with guests this morning? Ibrahim Tomidi in our studio already. This is the Truth Morning Devotion on Truth FM 103.9. Like I said earlier, today we continue with the conversation on the amendment bill of the 1991 Constitution. Yesterday, the Attorney General been doing a presentation at Parliament, starting the process, now the pre-legislative hearing. But they continue the conversation with the people's representative, members of Parliament, now the program today. But we'll take a quick break whilst they usher in with guests. We can get a conversation with him after 15 years, of service, that the civic space. Waiting next. Ibrahim Tommy is our next guest. We'll be speaking to him on that. Continue for stay with me.
We are joining the rest of the world to digitalize our processes, to streamline our processes, and to make them better for end users and even for us.
The digital card is traceable and secure. it further aligns itself with government's development agenda, and especially with regards to labor management information system.
Our priority is a fair and efficient system that welcomes skills and investment whilst protecting national security.
I mean, the sheer bureaucracy, the sheer time required does not make many people interested in coming over here to register for either resident or work permit, as the case may be. But we are streamlining the processes in such a way that you can apply for your resident permit from wherever in the world you are.
Apply through our official channels and stay away from fraud.
At Farmos, freshness isn't just a promise, it's our way of life. From raw and smoked catfish to kanya peppers, beni, rice and gari kanya and natai. From premium crayfish, ogiri and fufu to smoked chicken, fresh eggs from the farm to the fridge, country chicken and garden fresh vegetables. Try our habanero pepper, gari, hot pepper sauce, pure honey and so much more. All locally produced, organically grown, harvested fresh every day, and hygienically processed. A fresher taste, healthier foods, stronger communities. Farmos, fresh from our farms to your home.
Welcome back. This is the Truth Morning Devotion on Truth FM 103.9 with the broadcast live from the studios na Ilkot na Freetown. We there on Facebook and YouTube as well, welcoming all viewers them from across the country and across the world. Yeah, we're not asking for too much, just do your job, man. See problem, solve them. Not then they make presidents appoint to now, not then they make you get job. But if you see problem, you want begin blame people them back. Anyway, that railway line bridge, instead they don't push the slab on a pass it on a go fix and fine. Yesterday I drive past I see put in the struggle for pass through, you know. They don't Italian don't push the slab them. No, wait the problem happen, then we begin rush, you know. Whilst there is an opportunity, we'll try to solve the problem them. This morning I get the pleasure for welcoming at the studios a very good friend, Ibrahim Tommy. After 15 years in the civic space, Ibrahim Tommy recently stepped down from the role as Executive Director of the Center for Accountability and the Rule of Law, Cal SL. And he announced, let's take another journey. So this morning, they can ask, where next? Good morning.
Good morning, Lamran.
It's been long, man.
It's been a long time. Feels like I'm in a strange place. I haven't done this in more than a year, so I'm a bit nervous this morning. But thank you very much, and thanks for the good job that you guys are doing here. Fantastic studio. I'm really pleased to be here.
Thank you.
I'm glad for the
Yeah, thank you. Welcome. You missed the space?
A lot. I mean, you know, sometimes I feel like I was born to be an activist. Mm-hmm. But gets to a point where, you know, you've done 15 years. And by the way, prior to joining Cal, I had only spent each job I'd had. First to the special court, it was for 4 years. Mm-hmm. And I felt it was a bit boring. And I moved on to the U.S. Embassy. Again,
so I actually met you. Mm-hmm. My first interaction with you was at the U.S. Embassy, when you were at the U.S. Embassy.
I had done 4 years with the special court for Sierra Leone before I moved on to the U.S. Embassy. So every 4 years, I felt like it was too boring. And then I came to Cal. And I don't know how the time flew. I spent 15 long years there. But yes, again, as I was saying, I feel like now that God make me for do activism. And so even part of the reason it took me a long time for even announce. Mm-hmm. For the last 12, 16 months, you know, I'm not doing any media thing. I'm not doing anything in the name of Cal because I'd actually moved on. But I just wanted to oversee the transition. So in that time, I must have done more than 20,000, 30,000 miles traveling for part of the company now they work for, doing applications for licenses, mobilizing equipment and stuff. But then I just wanted the new management of Cal for get them, get a foothold and transition well, oversee them. But really for the last 12, 16 months, I had pretty much.
So let's say technically for the last 12, 16 months, you don't left the civic, you've been not actively.
I try not to make any public statement in the name of Cal. That's why, again, I say this because I got me a good friend, a brother, tell me this like less than a month ago. Say, Tommy, say me no say you don't move on, but the public out there no. He said then at some place, was it at the hub, some partisans, right, ruling party, I have to say, people like say, see Tommy, they don't catch. They not talk again. But they not say really, now because I don't left. Yeah. So I thought I owed it to the people of Sierra Leone, really for no say, I don't left. I probably wanted to delay it a bit more for support this new management of Cal because I spent 15 years of my adult life.
Yeah.
A lot of people not even know not to me get Cal. So people think now you get now you start Cal. No. Yeah. Cal goes way back to 2004. It started as a project of the
court monitoring.
Yes, it was called the Special Court Monitoring Project. Then it evolved into a Sierra Leone Court Monitoring program, and then the Center for Accountability and Rule of Law. So the current Attorney General and Minister of Justice was one of the directors. I think he was the founding director. My friend who works now for the UN, Mohamed Suma, was the one who actually changed the name to Center for Accountability and Rule of Law. So he was the first executive director of Center for Accountability and Rule of Law.
Okay.
And then I took over in 2011. But I think, they did a good job, but maybe not the visibility
where you
and
can
the voice and the prominence. Now I make a lot of people feel I make I know. I want there every civil society. It doesn't matter. I would have found them. But Lord, get a system where you serve, you move on. Because, again, if you want to do that for the rest of your life, great. I not to judge anybody. Everybody get right from move on to what you want to do. But me just take and say after 15 years, and in that time, God knows, a lot of things happen. I did there, I studied law, I do a bit of practice. We do a lot of things at community level, at national level, at international level. I say this, even as I don't resign, I know some of the partners across the globe who are sending me messages. They just can't believe that.
They're missing you.
I could believe.
The public, you were a voice of conscience. A lot of things where they happen. I remember any other national issue, rule of law, governance issues, we have to go to you. A reference point, say, talk on this. And people were listening. People believed in you. How you decide, for say, okay, I'm going to leave this space, 15 years is enough, let's go find something else.
To be honest, I don't know how many people go do one work for 15 years. Perhaps only people who I know, maybe judges, police, career civil servants, people like that. But you don't get to do the same thing for 15 years. Maybe you go start, even the civil service, you go start as some clerk, you go right up, and then your job change. If you are a bencher, you start magistrate court, maybe high court. Things change. You get to deal with different things. But in my role, think of it for a moment, and it's quite thought for me and my family, my kids. You as a head in this country, this is really the state of most civic organizations. So I say civic organizations because you get NGOs where they do mostly development work, but where they do voice, advocacy for political and civil rights. Now more and more organizations move for social and economic rights. When you get the head of the organization, now they carry most of the body. Now they fundraise, now they talk. Now you represent, now you get a good name, now you get a bad name. It takes a toll, right? And so to have done that for 15 years, and again, let me say this, I've never actually spent, I keep saying this to people, I know one day spent in that 15 years, I know one day spent 100% of my time on car, meaning that I've been multitasking. So I joined the organization in 2011, and then I enrolled at Fabric College to study law. Study law for 4 years, go law school, you understand?
Come as the best.
One full year at the law school, I'm not doing any media thing, but nobody paid attention to that actually. And then I do pupillage, they practice law, they do car work, they travel, and there's family. So it was tiring. So, and I'm not getting any younger. So I thought it was time to take a break, do one job, and job, inshallah, we go pay the bills,
Mm-hmm.
you right? But actually now look back on the space. Listen, this is my country. I've spent my entire life in this country. Nobody's more Sierra Leonean than I am.
Yeah.
Nobody would ever love this country more than I do, right? I may have moved into the private sector, but it's an important space to be. To be honest, a lot of us just feel safe for they in politics, fight for government job. Again, before 2018, I had people say, "Oh, Tommy, they talk for SMP kind of pilot and make a minister, I get a job." And I say this, no, most people don't even know, so I never meet Mother Bill as president or President Bill. I never met him in my entire life until 2022 as part of a civil society meeting. The first time I met him was in a group. First time, 2022, not to 2020. But you know, in this country, people then get really, there's a bit of shamelessness. You know, I was raised by my grandma, my mom, my aunt. I was raised in the way, and they lie. I don't do this for 15 years. The one thing I can raise my hand up, I know one day gonna read you and lie about anything or curse, right? I was raised in a way for belief, say, not talk till we not sure of, we're not too true. Because Lamrana, every time you lie, at least there's one person who know the truth, or more than. So just last week when I resigned, somebody write on social media say, "Oh, I resigned because I don't go join." Meanwhile, think about this. In the last 18 months, as I said, I don't work with Ministry of Mines, with NMA, with EPA. At local level, I don't negotiate and conclude land lease agreements. I have flown the world just acquiring, mobilizing assets for my company. People know that. My close friends know me. They know that that's what I do. Well, and then you go out there and put such outlandish statements. And unfortunately, we have a country where people are not curious. Unfortunately, there's such laziness, lack of rigor, that half of the people they talk about, we never even know about. One person just for talk at the latch on to now. That space, the only thing I don't miss about the space is there's a declining space and really aptitude for intellectual discourse.
Yeah.
Lamana, you open your mouth now. Believe you me, then they associate you with some party thing. Oh, you say that because na mende man na SPP. Oh, na team ni man na limbana Creole. They all go APC. To be honest, I don't do what I do, or you don't do what you do because you know APC or SPP, or you know team limba fula. You had to go to school. You worked hard. See where you are today. You didn't wait because, and we haven't been honest to the people of this country. They're not to you party affiliation. They bail out of poverty. Again, as I said, I've spent the entire time, my entire life here. I never spent 6 straight months out of this country. In fact, we start go 6, 2 months maximum. Nothing against those who have gone and come back or who want to come back. But I say that because I think I know this place. And this is why I like to spend the rest of my life. I've invested a lot of time and energy. So when people say things they don't really know about, it bothers me.
I know.
So the truth of the matter is that we have to, as a collective, understand, say, for long we go before, as a country, we all need each other. APC alone, SPP alone not go transform this place. But you can't wait, tell me, say, you get for wait, like, this happen before you beat this. Work on yourself, let we all work together for this country.
So, what's in next after 15 years? Where are you going to? Waiting at the business.
So I'm lucky. I say it's a privilege for Mecca get an offer, and I've accepted the offer for be the CEO of a business. I'm because I need to clear this with the board whether I can actually state the name of the company on air. But as I said, those who know me know that I have been representing this company and acquiring all the assets that we have now acquired. We actually get a project, Kailaon, Kono, get staff. I don't supervise a minimum of 60, 70 workers. So, you know, when people go out there and say stuff that they don't know about, it bothers me because we should have respect for each other. But what bothers me the most is not even that one deranged person say something about you. It's the people that we know you, we get access to you, we go on for support them and share them, believe it really is true. And I'm happy for this opportunity, right? Because this is the only, you call it an exit interview that I've taken. I've received other requests, right? But again, I try for a step out of there and go and earn money. By the way, it's a private sector thing. Now money they go.
A private business.
Yeah, private business. Now money they go fend. We are a mining company.
You're working?
We're a mining company.
Okay, it's a mining company.
Yeah, we're a mining company.
Is it that you shareholder na the business? Or
too much information for this interview.
Well,
call me a worker.
Okay. But it's.
But in the interest of full disclosure, yes, I hold shares in the company as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it's a mining company in Sierra Leone.
And that's the beauty actually of. I'll tell you why, it's a beauty of integrity, and people think it's a joke. Part of the reason Lamran away unemployment in this country, I'll tell you what, the lack of integrity. I get some money in a bank will buy maybe one bus, and I know at least 250 Sierra Leoneans who get accounts will buy, we will do set up businesses. But if you buy bus to give one person now, the first thing the church for do, if I say, brother, don't buy motka for me, you don't understand, saying
na business.
That lack of integrity make people with capital not sure, say them for put money and create jobs if they're not involved. So I was actually a worker. Sometimes I say now I'm a former lawyer. But I actually worked with this majority shareholder of this company as in I'm sort of retained solicitor in other businesses we'll be involved with. So over time, I started to work with them. And I said this also for the young lawyers. And even some, with respect, senior lawyers, right? As I always say this, people say, oh, lawyer them boku. You don't have to be hired by 50 people. Just one person, they hire you and you're fine. This idea, say we talk to lawyer, you forgot 500 clients. Believe you me, it's not true. You get hired by one person, able to pay your bills, you're fine. You don't want the world, but you get your integrity. So I worked with him for a number of years, about 2 to 3 years. He said, they talk about Sierra Leone, they talk about Africans, but he's different. I think I can invest with him. So we have brought in, and people who know the facts, we've brought in huge amount of resources in this country right now that I'm supervising. And it's not because Mina
almost $1 million investment.
No,
talking about.
I'm not.
That's huge, but it's huge investment.
I can't answer. Yes, it's fair to say it's a huge investment.
It's both mining in Kono, like you said, in Kailan.
Kono, Kailan, and we're an ambitious group. And the thing what lure me into this is really we're not just there for make money, as in make money and go away. No, this person get young values. He's been in business for more than 40 years, and he's involved with businesses in other parts of Africa. They all move, they're pretty much consistent with what perhaps I don't advocate for. If you make money, you give to the community, you build the community, you provide things like water, electricity. We have lit up, in the last 24 months, we've lit up at least 20 villages now the districts where they work with our solar lights. Thousands of dollars not spent. So it's not just so people say, oh, how do you move from activism to private sector mining of all things? Because the idea is mining not exploitation, like you're taking away. No, mining really offers an opportunity. If God give you the minerals so they look for, it offers an opportunity for create wealth. Create wealth and solve problems. And I go back to the earlier point I made. We have many problems in this country, but I think the biggest problem really is the word I call poverty. Whether na energy poverty, na water poverty, na integrity poverty. Poverty is at the heart of everything we do. So, me regret, I'm sure you're going to ask her, in the last 15 years, what I think I should have focused on more. I mean, again, what we did as a collective, good, bad, I take responsibility for them on behalf of the organization. But I would have wanted us to focus more on social and economic rights, especially economic rights, because in the few months that I've been exposed to the private sector, the things I see, the things I get to deal with, the things I contend with, I think, and this is what I told my successor, the acting ED, that if you could spend some more time dealing with the economy, dealing with the issues that they disempower the state. You know, we complain every day. I can call myself the chief complainer. I complain about everything, but for good reasons. Let's be honest. Let's go back to Pakaba, late Pakaba, to former President Nkrumah, to even President Bio. No matter how you president, bad or wicked, there are things you want to do for the good name.
Yeah.
Let's say you really want, as president, you want to all the streets of Freetown. How do you do that? You need money, right?
Yeah.
So the problem we get as a country, Lamrana, is we have not, and government has to take the lion's share of this blame. And it is really government's problem. We not get a planet for create wealth for the state. Okay, the president now talk about the mineral wealth fund. Now one good initiative for good that, but it has to be well managed. We can talk about that on another day, but I think it's a good initiative. It has to be well thought out, properly executed, create wealth for the state, so that if the state want to do this, it get the resources. But right now, we they live by the day. Recently, they say we reserve level. Bank of Sierra Leone, go down. Which mean is previously we were able to get reserve for do 3 months of imports. Now I think it don't go down to 2 months or less than 2 months.
1 month, 1.5 or so, yeah.
Perhaps it tells you that the state really not get the capacity for greater wealth. Now we can talk about the expenditure side of things.
Exactly, because
for me, to be honest, Lamrana, now the revenue side of things, what the state is losing, I suspect, is way more than what it is wasting. None of it is justifiable, but I'm saying let's focus on raising. Again, we're losing a lot. We're losing a lot.
You mean a lot of tax or
money for otherwise come to the state? I got my views. I've been at the private sector now. I have to respect everyone in there. But I speak as a Sierra Leonean. I want this country for be better.
So you don't see how they lost money. You don't go the exposure at the private sector.
Not to today. I mean, we do the cost of corruption. I mean,
the cost. The
cost of corruption report. We do that one day. We look at the loopholes. Who how they go by.
I see the IMF reference that report. They say in the very recent report.
But people we published that report. I think 2019, 2020.
Yeah, the IMF.
But Lamana, if you listen to some people in a salon, they will have you believe that Tomino do not from about because
so, but to me, this is
there's no respect for just data knowledge.
But this is the point. People, you sometimes the work we do, people so believe in you that say, they see you as the person where they stand for them, and they expect you to continue this. Like yourself. The day I say, no, I'm tired with this, I'm going to do something else, somebody goes, hey, they know. There was a time where I lost my wife and I took time off. And somebody posted on social media that me go and make our president and they don't go give me money. And I was like, how?
So Lamana Jala and Fambu Judah Jala.
Yeah, but that's it. It's the trust sometimes where people like in placing and believe say you stand for them. Now you the talk for them. You think say at any point you not get any regret say you break that trust there?
No, I know. I mean again, maybe if anybody feel disappointed, I'm sorry, but I made a choice and choice will not make lightly, and I really think true. And like I tell me former colleagues, Nakal, I tell them say I may have left physically, but I'm still with them. I'm happy to support them with programming. If I make money, I'll give me money for support the work that they do.
You go be a funder now.
And the work that even it says so they do if God make I get more money. But I'll be here. I guarantee you, Lamrana, that I'll be useful to develop in this country in other ways. It's not just about exploiting the resources, but I'll be here if anybody, any institution need me, knowledge me, And by the way, I'll be involved with other initiatives. Very soon we'll go launch them. We not to necessarily civil society, but these are Sierra Leoneans. I mean, we will not get any. We not care whether you know this or that, but we just think say we have a role to play. So I'll be involved with other initiatives, not to just through car I can do that one day. But what I've done and what I did together with my colleagues, I hope say, I mean, help change some things. We not fix all the problems, as I said. There are still many challenges, but if you go back to 15 years ago, Lamrana, with the judiciary, with the police, I mean, there was a time when police they killed 50 fatal. Let's be honest. Credit to all of us, the media, civil society. We focus on police accountability. There are things that happened 15, 20 years ago where now if it happen an outrage, thanks in part to the role of social media, although sometimes it is misused, but really, we are no way even near where we were 15, 20
Things
years
don't
ago.
change.
Things
But,
don't
but
evolve,
this point about moving from the civic space to private sector, is it about getting tired that waiting I don't tire with this. Things not a change. It's the same thing, and I'm tired of doing the same job every other time. La look over myself now. La take care of myself and my family.
No, it's not about things not a change again. As I said, believe you me, we don't change many things. I worked as now we host the secretariat for the review of the Criminal Procedure Act. That has been passed now. I can go back and talk about many laws that we have, reform, institutional reforms. When I took over CAD, there was probably one magistrate in the entire South, of maybe no more than two now. Across the country, we have done a lot, I tell you right, and that's, at the risk of sounding arrogant, with humility at sea. And when I say we, I'm not just talking about Carl, I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about as a collective in that space. So I'm not going to come there and say, no, now because nothing change make I left. No, now because myself want change, right? I want something a bit more challenging, learn something new, and see if it works, great. Thankfully, I get a job, a career I will always go back to.
You can come back.
I can come back.
There's a time where the public miss people like Kuna in the space, the voices, the civic space. What's in your assessment? What do you think about the civic space presently? And them voices them. We go come out like you talk about, raising concern not only about the judiciary or rule of law, but people and well-being, the economic issues, poverty, and all of that. You think there's that gap with people, somebody like you moving out?
No, I know. It would be disrespectful to say that because there are still really good people in that space. But I think the one challenge we face as a country is really this labeling. And when you say something, we don't always get it right. Sometimes it can be wrong. We not research well, and sometimes you are driven by what you hear you see on social media or you hear on radio. You ground your thoughts in facts. You just go out there, so they make people feel you come from a partisan point. But that is a challenge. But there are many people in that space who are still doing some good job. The only thing me go say, let people that resist this temptation for do something for validation. I think one problem civil society face, we have come to a point where people think if you don't make outlandish criticism, you not talk like person not care about facts and just talk. See, this is all bad. Do not to activists, no. And the one thing why I resist throughout my time, now for let person not make like I do my job for seek validation. I seek validation from no one today, and I sought validation from no one. I was led by the facts, by the evidence, by my own conscience. So that then I one observation, general observation where I think say people and feel say you get for play to the gallery. If for let's say it's been a good activist, you get for go out there and just talk without regard for facts, without regard for evidence and all of that. That has to change. The other thing we really civil society struggle with now funding. With what happen now at the global level, there's a decline in the amount of resources available. So civil society get for fair way for fundraise locally, I hope, so that the work will continue. But government also need to listen more to civil society, and civil society for land.
But that's the point. When you were raising the concerns there, civic, I know about the judiciary, a lot of time about good governance, about democracy. People and they say, no, Atomina, now opposition, now this, now that. And it gets to a point, people are not being the year again, and they said, yeah, he's been compromised, he's been given a job. Is it not that they are right for this issue of not getting trust in civil society? Because the term them with them perhaps they need civil society for voice waiting to happen. People are not there. We see people already from civil society join government now, join political parties, and people they lost trust.
Good point. I really like that point because the people and they make false equivalence a lot in this country. So the idea is, oh, Tommy, I have had this. People don't say, oh, Tommy, where a piece in a pie, they shout. They all tell in a radio. Now I know they talk. Now let's look at the facts. Let's really focus on the facts. I joined Carl in 2011, May, pretty much the end of former President Nkrumah in first term, right? Then I go law school, 1 whole year, I not do nothing. I not say nothing. I not publish one statement. So pretty much now 4 years of the former administration in time I'll be active. Yes, I did a lot of press releases. I went to the radio a lot. Here's the truth. From this government kind of power, I not put out one statement. Perhaps the only one we come near commending this government, the one on the CPA. But I not issue one statement where they commend this government for anything. And that is not to say they not do many commendable things in my space. But I thought it wasn't my thing. If you go now, go Google, the one that they watch, go Google and just type the words, Carl comments, just do that one day. The links and when they come, the number of times I issue press releases under the previous administration, they commend them for different things. Nobody remembers that.
But you held them accountable too. Yeah.
Now let's talk about accountability. Whilst I have not put out any statements, apart from, I guess, the one on the CPA, commend this government, I've perhaps done as much on everything I do. Give me one thing where it don't happen under this administration. When I not say, let us begin go cry water, me not to water space up the hook. You go cry for rest, price go up. No, I never worked in that space.
Yeah.
Judge me by the space, the programs that I work on accountability, economic, financial accountability, corruption. We just talk about the biggest report that the biggest first ever cost of corruption report we've done in this country. We did it in 2019, 2020. We did this corruption perception report. We identified Parliament as the second most corrupt. We were summoned to Parliament. The lapun all over the place. The Saklara Telopias. I was the first to have granted an interview to the BBC. Name it. The whole large Naya. Now we run. There's nothing. And my hands are up. There is nothing where happened under the previous administration happen. We had incidents at the correctional services here that keep people in Tumbo. I perhaps put out one of the most detailed reports on those incidents. Called for accountability. No. Under this administration, we don't support more litigation at the Electoral court against this government than the previous administration. But what everyone remembers is the Ebola case number. Yeah. People are not they're not the focus on facts. They don't pay attention. They're just social media bleeds. And this lack of rigor, this really unenlightened conversation in this country, I have no time for it.
Is it because some people are like, we're not in the space again?
Maybe not make we learn the space.
You know, there are times you become that person where everybody they look up to and one for your voice. And when they miss you, when they don't hear you, definitely they will assume until you come out now and explain. No. This is what he's doing. This is
because they never pay attention to you. They are not even going to your website. I tell you what. Again, let me say this: under the previous administration, people like they watch you with suspicion. We not want even your real voice. Now they ask you, say, why are you quiet? To like, no, you never even commended me once, not once. I have a friend, he's a lawyer. Once we met in the court building. Oh, I'm senior. I mean, in life to him. Oh, me man, you always narrated that. Of course. Then later, obviously didn't appreciate what I was doing. Later now, things can change. He can ask me for my voice. I'm like, no, you don't believe in it. You just want to exploit them. So it's a thing with politicians generally. We all want for benefit from the advantages of democracy, but we really not want for subject ourselves to the obligations of democracy. Like journalists, believe you me, Lamrana. So that's why I say just serve your conscience. I mean, my hands are up. Are they are? If you serve now APC government, former APC, government official or APC member, you then this SFP government, are they are? Are they with their life? Tell me one moment, one time, just one time, why they ever go beg you, ask you for favor, for anything. It's called integrity, credibility. Because I respect myself first. Right? I respect myself. Nobody now they will go ever say, oh, Tommy can't ask me for this, for that. Because I want to talk, they not get nothing for tell me.
Yeah.
That's the truth. So that's the whole point. A lot of people they say, and I really once again thank you for this opportunity because I've been champing at the bit to say some of these things. People just say, oh, Tommy talking, like talk about what? I could have been saying a lot of things. And those who say Tommy talk again, if you go out there and you're talking about something positive, they say, no, you're not for talk about that because you are this. If you should be talking about negatives. And it shouldn't be like that. Under the APC administration, I go back to this to make the point. The number of times I go out there and commend government and commend. In fact, half of the things that they say, by the way, Lamrana, I got those things from APC government officials because they trusted in me. They know how they do good job, and I had no vested interest in anything. I always tell my colleagues, try for change systems, right? If you focus not just on changing party, Lamrana, Salo not the change. I'll tell you what. The things that they complain about under the APC administration, some of the bad deals we will all be angry about. When this administration take over, they make some tweaks and there. But in the main, some of them they will still there where people and they benefit from. So sometimes people that just want to inherit, we will all say no right, but not because they want to change them. It goes back to the point I always make. Politics in this country in a clash between elites, northwestern elites versus southeastern elites.
It's not about the people.
Man, let's look at the facts. Abacha don't expand. I don't take road in street. Under the former administration, they might say, "Oh, no, northwestern party. I'm gonna come be sit picking in a classroom now on stones, on bricks." Right now, they work in the southeast. Go now, many communities, and never get water for drinking, not get road network poor. Listen, this country poor. We problem not to APC or SFPP as names, right? It's a mindset. It's a lack of a collective will for really to transform a lot. And that leadership for provided by government and government officials. But if you just sit down and really believe, say, where party change, you love the change, it means you be part of their elite with the control power. But for the everyday person, believe you me, the struggles are the same.
Yeah.
You go see changes here and there, but in the main, it not the change significantly. So wait till me they say, if I want to be part of that contest, I will go join one of the two parties. But I not think say I get that skank for do the politics so they do now. We now only Salon, one of the few countries are known at the world where you get elitism, we go the same school, same college, they organize the same place, they form themselves into groups, then just do everything, forget power, for go after the other set of elites. We have to, and that's what is bad. We have to get to a point where the elites will agree. From where I sit, if APC come back in the power, from where I sit, depending on who died and give the flag bearership, I can tell you 10, 15 names of each of the main leaders we get for them in position. From where I sit, depending on that, they give the SPP flag bearer, I can tell you 10, 15 names, so sure they get power. And none of them, not in Akrubola. We all day, for the most part, in Freetown. So it really is a clash between the elites. So how do we make sure that the elites are we identifiable? We will all know, come together and really agree, say, listen, let's work together, maintain your identity, not maintain my identity, but there are things we have to agree on. That A will get for deal with corruption, that B will get for fixed rules, that C will get for invest in education, that D will get for bring integrity in public service, right? Let's do that, because this life not to forever, Lamrana. Just yesterday with the passing of a brilliant doctor. When you get an opportunity for serve, the only thing you can do for yourself, I say, is to immortalize yourself. How do you immortalize yourself? Do something where people will always remember you. Will not be ever value Pakaba as much as after I die. Now everyone seems to agree that Pakaba reference. So in that sense, he immortalized himself.
Waiting quickly, go with MPs already, they can join them soon. But waiting go be your assessment of the democratic and civic space and governance generally in the past 7 or 8 years.
It's just under the Bio administration.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, there have been some changes, positive changes in a number of areas. I think there's more civic engagement. To be honest, there's more willingness for engage, for talk, for put stuff out there. Information is out there. There are some programs that are really, we can talk about the implementation, the challenges, but I like the focus on education, right? I like the reforms that they're making the laws, right? The Criminal Procedure Act, a lot of these laws focusing on women. Again, when I say this, I'm not saying it's all, beautiful, it's all rosy. There are challenges. But I think the one thing we government for focus on, and I like the fact that the economy they take some shape, at least in terms of price of foodstuff. We went like this and now it's coming down. These are all things that we can celebrate. But that not still excuse the fact, say, we not do enough it for address poverty. We still need for invest in the people. There's a lot of investment that is needed. I think government officials then for understand, say, the president can appoint you as in representative. You really get a personal responsibility for deliver. So in terms of democratic space, I think we got off to some really difficult start in 2018 with all the contest with the MPs and all of that. And then 2023, we get election with the opposition, the challenge, credibility and all of that. And now we don't create a space in this country whereby in parliament, parliamentarians get along. You may host a few of them here. Believe you me, forget what they say to you. They mean well, but in parliament, they work together, right? There is really there is need, for let the government, and I say the government because now they get the primary responsibility for keep this country go together, let them engage more with the opposition. But you know what? Shake an unclenched fist. If the government want to engage, let the opposition self open their arms, let we come and talk about things that we care about. I think from a civic point of view, I have said all of this, not to Amango Lekam. If they do this, if they made some hard-hitting programs, even before he came here, AYV, I not see the whole anybody arrest them for making factual, hard-hitting comments. So this thing about civic space, I think civic space, for me, is healthy. If you not say anything, because you choose not to say anything. And I've done this for 15 years, Lamrana. I know one day get in conflict with the law because of it. I say, you know why? Because just tell the facts. So for me, contrary to what people think, see, you just registered Truth Media. How many radio stations do we have? How many CSOs, NGOs do we have? You have all of this. So civic space is good. The democratic space, I really think, there's such suspicion. There's deep-seated mistrust between the opposition and the government, and there's suspicion out there. So maybe we need to create a space, and that leadership no responsibility, primarily government, for engage more. What are your concerns? What are that? How can we fix these? How can these recommended changes? We now they talk about the constitutional review process.
You play a part in that, and I really want to ask you that for conclude this conversation about the constitutional review process. You've seen it all from the current term to where President Bio come. I think you've been serving a committee. How you think this go shape or reform with politics, with governance and democracy?
So back to, sorry, Lamran, I'll come to that, but let's just conclude on that civic space thing. The one thing we need for change, really, as a country, the one basic problem we got to civic space, not just the right for let people process, march, demonstrate. We have to amend the laws to make sure so we give people in that right for do so. Police, not for the stop you, we want to demonstrate peacefully and give other person right for go demonstrate. Right, approve of. So that's one. The only that for me, not the biggest gap in the civic space right now. But in terms of registration, you register your activities. Nobody controls what you do. There's no censorship. As far as I know, there's no journalist or civil society activist in jail for what they say or do. So it's largely healthy. Now, the constitutional review process. I did a lot of work as part of Carl on the constitutional review process, and we submit a paper to the TRS, to the Cowan committee. And my views were expressed in the paper, and I still hold those views. I really think, for making new constitution an opportunity for change many things. We're going to make this constitution, apart from the number of reforms so they bring in the electoral laws, right? There are some big things for the electoral see. We are not the see they come out. Hopefully we'll still get.
Waiting, I didn't see any.
We're gonna make this constitution. Maybe we'll make changes here and there in the political configuration, the electoral system. Yes, the mode of appointing this who works there. But really on the big things, right? On governance and accountability. For example, the relationship between ACC and Parliament. Right, Parliament still saying that then get
the audit report.
Now we don't get the ACC. There are big things on accountability on the economy, right? Waivers. There are some things distributing national resources from the center. For me, even the political system, it's something that I think we should have had a big conversation about. For the life of me, I don't believe that with the current political system we'll get this two-horse race, two-party, country divided right in the middle, APC 50, SLP 50 or thereabout. And then every time we get election, 5 years, you get half of the population just waiting for the other half for let them take over. I think at some point we have to come to a system where they make sure that everybody gets a stake. This is not an
PR, the system.
It has to be perfected. Again, I argued for the PR, but not the way it was implemented, at least not in terms of the threshold.
The 11%.
But there's a reason where more than 90 countries in the world are peering in the Lamran. This is the problem I have. Focus on the facts, the evidence. Not to you, not one country in the world. There's a reason where majority of the countries in the world are PR. What you can inquire with, now which model? But you're not going to query the facts if PR more inclusive, it will create more room for a diverse representation. In fact, when I argued back then, I said we'll reduce incidents of violence. In the last, since 2023, we'll not get by-elections, and therefore you not get politically motivated violence anywhere in the country other than for other reasons. Primaries, right? Party primaries, you go get that one day. But in terms of money, it's more cost effective. We're not spending that paper by-election. These are facts, but people won't accept it. We can quarrel with the model of PRO they use, but we can't quarrel the fact that it's more cost effective, that they create room for more inclusivity, more likely for bringing minority groups. If you reduce the threshold, but the threshold was too high, and I argued against that threshold. We put our statement say reduce the threshold. So let's perfect our PR. It's a good thing, but PR is not the only thing. I have some ideas. Unfortunately, I'm leaving that space now, but I think we have to really Again, I'm not about PR system at executive level. I have not read, I have not thought hard about it, but I think that it has to be a model whereby everybody go get a stake. There are great people in the APC, just as there are many great people in the SLPP. Why can't you develop a system where everybody feels like I have a stake in the development of this country? In this country. The problem is you have half of the population feeling that no, I only get a stake when we party in power. And other half saying no, the other part let her wait for we first. Now even this is a point I make. Lamrana, listen, even within the parties, you're not even sure that you get power because you are SLPP. Because you can fall out with the one that hold the sharp side inside the same party.
One party say some party can power.
It's the opposition. Some man in opposition, but they in power. So at the end of the day, it's all about interest. Do interest align? And let people remember this. Really, the problem not to be calling a Timni Mende Limbafula. Maybe not the wrong party no more day. Because let's be honest, when APC in power, we know Boku Southeasterners we enjoy. You know why? Not because they are Mende or so, not because they are APC. Except in our power, you get a lot of Northerners, many Northerners who they enjoy, not because of the ethnicity, not the alignment. So stop believing that every time I take new party, then we come from the Northwest, not the Southeast. I say, see one of the past and lie say, now Mendeman government, you see the poverty here. It's not about your ethnicity. It's about your alignment. That's the thing you should remember.
What's your message to Sierra Leoneans? You know, people we been on the sea, Ibrahim to me as the possible way they stand up and speak for them. You don't miss you. I'm sure you must don't get people who don't message you. Maybe on them personal things that we get for do with the law or things that we get for do with human rights. You know, waiting you want to tell them. Waiting at the hope we want.
Again, the good thing is, believe me, there are great people in that space. I'm not gonna name names, but some of my friends who I don't know for more than 20 years, they start some brilliant initiatives that are out there. Even Carl continue to play a major role in that space. I have massive trust in Jeremy Bensimbo and the team out there. There are other organizations. My friend Andrew Lavalle, obviously I needed to mention him. He's out there. These are all groups that are doing a good job. Just give them the support. And of course, once in a while, Lamrana, with the approval of the board, I can come out here and share my thoughts on major national issues. Because listen, the reason why I tell people, business people, pay your tax, pay government in GST, and government use a receiver and use the money well. Now, if government is so broken, they will pay police, Lamrana. This is a message to the business community. If government, you collect tax as in GST from we, they pay. Perhaps you and the GST person at NRA, they collude, you keep some, government not get the money. You know what? If you never pay police, you never pay soldier, there is chaos, there's anarchy. You lose your business. So you're only doing business because government able keep security forces together and pay them. So every time you shortchange the government, you really undermine in that space where they allow you for do business. So it's not like, we're in the private sector, you're not the part of the state. You play a major role for make sure the state grow and create that peace and security the way you need for tribe. But hey, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm a Sierra Leonean. I'm born here. I'm here. Inshallah, I'll live here for a very long time and die here.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, Ibrahim Tommy, for agreeing for this exit interview. I remember when I started, I reached out. You said, no, wait for some more. The time will come where I go make some announcements, and after that, we go talk. But thank you so much, and thanks for what you're doing. Like I say, there comes a time where we all go decide what you want to do. Anytime, right? It's a free will for decide. Maybe there'll come a time where sometimes Tommy go give me some shares.
Fantastic. Why not?
Now the company. But thank you so much, and we wish you the very best. And any other time there's something you want us to talk about, definitely the board will give the approval and we go talk about them. Thank you for your time. Let's take a quick break. We MPs and they're not going away for contempt. But so they can talk to them shortly. Continue to stay with you.
Money don't come with so bad. Soba Kaiba Bodu don't boss! Now you go able to talk Goku for
small couple and still win buckets in them. Subscribe to the Summer Kaiba bundle now. Just dial *500# for subscribe. Choose your bundle and talk boku for small money. Yes, this is the cheapest voice bundle na salon today. The more you subscribe, the more chance you get for win. Brown new keke dem, motorbike, generator, and solar light. Dial *500# and start for win.
The gree make I do me homework. It's too slow.
I no want make you worry. Signature Connect don come na salon. Signature Connect wey na fiber internet and microwave coverage e get dey na salon now. And e come from make the internet problem done tapata. Signature Connect wey dey na number 92 Regent Road Hill Station don come with package dem wey go sweet you. When you connect, you dey get 3 days free trial for both postpaid and prepaid options. Then package and sweeto, then get 700 for small homes, 900 and then 1,250 for smaller office them and business place them. And save for corporate services them. You dey able use the internet for connect to CCTV camera, laptop and phone and other appliances them where you get na you house or you office. Not forget to Signature Connect dey for all man. Contact them na 072 568 290 or 033 233 620.
Land that we love our home, God a sweet salute. Waiting happen at the government, waiting happen at the parliament, waiting be happen to development, waiting be happen to we betterment. We want know, do ya tell me sir? Waiting they happen to me sister them. We want know to we brother them. Waiting they happen when we preacher them. Hey big youths man, tell me where you aim. Tell me where you aim. Tell me where you claim.
Welcome back. This is the Truth Morning Devotion on Truth FM 103.9. I'm very much sorry I don't keep MPs there waiting at the waiting room. I hope they don't go, hold me for contempt. Very busy people and very senior citizens and people already serve this country. I get the pleasure this morning for welcome Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte, we are the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, and Honorable Abdul Kagbo, we are the Leader of the Opposition. Good morning, Honorable members, and welcome.
Good morning, Lamana.
Today I don't get a problem if I take the title,
Yeah, no.
Yeah. No. Honorable members, good morning and welcome. It is a pleasure. Yesterday, I talk now, I say, we started a process, this generation, a time where we review or try to amend a part of the 1991 Constitution. We know they happen so often. Under Pakaba, we started the process, former President Kuma, President Bill now, and we are lucky. We should be grateful as well doing this, and this is a part of our legacy as well. But what does this mean? I'll start with you, Honorable Tawa. What does this mean as the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, that at this time, we review the Constitution and we start with things that we get for do with the election for amend the 1991 Constitution? What does it mean for una and the leadership in the Parliament?
Thank you very much, Lamara. I think say by the special grace of Allah, this is a special opportunity for anybody for not able to contribute in a country alone, but for contribute at the level where go lay the foundation where they shape people's lives for years. If you look at the Constitution where the Honorable Abbas Bundu, the late Honorable Abdullah Conte and others, where they draft and pass in 1991, we don't be the ground and the basis of every reference for within the court they use, as provided for by Section 124 of the 1991 Constitution. Say the Supreme Court and then get the power for interpret the Constitution and any other legislation or parliament they pass. When you look back in time, you go always continue for remember the names and they say now they lay the foundation for the democratic transition of Sierra Leone from one party state and from a number of things the way we don't happen at the state and changing the one-party constitution in 1978 and ushering in a multi-party constitution. So their names will always be mentioned in the history of this country. Similarly, so as young people, I think it's a special opportunity for us with day parts of history. Luckily, so me and my brother, we don't be part of historical legislations minus this constitutional amendment where they come before Parliament. We don't amend Part 5 of the obnoxious 1965 Public Order Act.
Yeah.
We don't do a number of changes there. We don't carry the Giwi law. We don't be part of making history. We don't remove the death penalty. So this is a special moment that we know they come too often, like what you say. Now once in maybe 20, 30 years for they get a chance for review the constitution. Unfortunately, now that if you look at the constitutional history from 1991 to date, you go realize say over time we don't amend sections of the constitution, the 1991 constitution, with 2/3 majority in parliament, one or two entrenched clauses. If you look at the amendment in 2013 of section 79 and 80 and other subsequent amendments that don't take place, it shows say bits part amendment don't take place, but this kind of wholesale amendments, particularly one we get for do with bringing and reforming the electoral space in our country, not only in the Public Elections Act, where more or less now the instruments will be done to use, but this one for harmonize both the Public Elections Act and the constitutional provisions in various provisions, the order like 32, 38, 41, 42, try for bring things the way they're innovative, things the way they're collaborative. For let would be part of that process, then pass that law there. It is historical for we and for we picking them because 10 go day way then go they talk about we. Like we would talk about the late Dr. Abdullah Conte, when picking and they sit down, they always say yes. We papa contribute to nation building.
There are contentious issues we can't talk about them, but what's in this process mean for we politics, governance, and democracy?
For we politics, we body politics don't become polarized for a very long time. In as much as you they commend the drafters and the MPs that we passed in 1991 constitution, you go always see say to date, like we have been listening Ibrahim outside, we still get major work for Dupa in 1991 constitution. Because in 1991 constitution, get several different clauses there. Get clauses they call clawback clauses, where they give you power one side, you take the other side. You get clauses they would call fucking the good clauses. Where they but now would block for you will do nothing. You want for use them or somebody go on for interpret them, but the clause they give you will block for you no go. So you realize say for we body politics we don't they use the 1991 constitution for various reasons them, and we don't they get various interpretations emanating from it. For we democracy, for the first time I think we don't make conscious effort as parties, APC, SLPP, and maybe lately bringing on board the other political parties, because if you look at the instrument they already used for the amendment of this constitution, like you say, started way back with the Peter Tucker Constitutional Review Committee, the TRC report, the Peter Tucker, then the Edmund Cowan Constitutional Review report. This is a document that will span over two governments, two different political parties. Now we try for harmonize them. So for body politics, it is incumbent on us sitting now as the politicians the way they lead this process. Because having gone through all the requirements in SO 18 for do consultations, the requirements we fulfill yesterday in SO 47, having a pre-legislative hearing, it comes now to an entrenched clause in the 1991 Constitution, Section 105, lawmaking. It now sits with us in Parliament for able for sit down and understand ourselves and make a determination. Say this is good for our democracy. Let's work on it. Let's work together. Because when you look at the provisions in the 1991 Constitution, we get for do with alteration in Section 108. It is clear that unlike Section 137(7), we will determine the exit after a tribunal of a judge or the Attorney General, as the case may be, where you say 2/3 of members in Parliament, those that are in, are counted, and those that voted in at the time are the ones that form 2/3. In this case, whether you are not in or out, 108 paragraph B say it is 2/3 of members of Parliament for let you proceed on the second reading of the bill, and for let you even can commit on the committee stage. So it means to say we therefore do a lot of horse trading.
Yeah.
We go do a lot of consultation from among the political parties within the parliament, across the political divide, for able get a document where they speak to the democratic landscape we want for see beyond 2020.
I'm sure you don't begin engage you colleague already on this. Honorable Abdul Kagbo, yesterday, I'll quote what you say. You say we shall cooperate fully if the process is lawful. If not, we shall accuse ourselves. Now, warning where you give yesterday, or a statement where you make yesterday, na the pre-legislative hearing. But like I asked Honorable Tower, what's in this process mean, especially as leader of the opposition at this time?
This process means we get certain things that we get for anomalies that we get for correct. And we dey correct them through legislative means, through amendment of the Constitution. Remember, the amendment of the Constitution emanates from the result of the 2023 elections, when the two parties, we not been the contenders, then the leading contenders, then SLPP and the government sit down, then form the tripartite committee. In fact, first then form the agreement of national unity. And then the agreement of national unity now, as a result of the fact, say, after the result, we in the opposition refuse for take up with offices them. We say the results we are not transparent. We say the results we are skewed. We say the process was not free and fair. And because of that, we refuse for take we seats in the parliament. And not so we no more being say so. We get international observers, we get monitors, we get all the embassies them. We also talk about how opaque the elections were. We get Qatar Center, we get the EU observation mission, elections observation missions. They all talk the same thing about lack of transparency in the elections. So because we say, well, this, we no want time again, let we try for see how best we can carry some reforms, either in the Constitution or any other legislative document, for see how best we can able for fine-tune with elections. Let everything happen, not happen again. So because of that, the two political parties then come together, supervised by the partners, and then come with various recommendations. And their recommendations, they are all geared towards ensuring that the kind election will be get, and the kind disagreements will be there emanate from the elections, it not happen again. Mm-hmm. So this generation set for ensure say we correct, the loopholes them will be exist, and for ensure say we get a document where go make the political space be free and fair. But whilst we get that responsibility, as young people, then we will be very careful. We dey make history, but this history go make we become notorious, or go make we become famous. Well, notorious now we famous per bad. Yes, it go make we become notorious, or it go make we become famous. Whilst we dey do the process, there are prescribed constitutional provision. Yeah, and we're all young, Me and Tawan are almost the same age group, And we get a longer term for live and see with legacies that what would they put in place on. So me fear now that the TY be expressed now that we for ensure that we follow due process.
You serve now the tripartite committee. You think say the documents we don't see so far reflect within the recommendations them and within the agreement for unity and the tripartite recommendations them is reflective of them?
Well, I not serve na the tripartite committee. I serve na the committee for the agreement for national unity. Okay. Where each political party was requested for come with 9 people them. So me na be one of the 9 people them where me party been choose. Now to your question, I don't read the recommendations then all, and I don't read the provisions, the proposed amendments within at the table. Well,
one bone of contention where I get now that the agreement with them sign between government and the All People's Congress. So meaning government was represented in the committee. All of the 80 recommendations then the way it is so now waiting government and the opposition agree to, waiting they append their signature to, waiting they all say this 9 we for do. They agree. Nobody was absent. And before then they agree, they would have consulted with government, with the political party. Because once you append your signature to any document, no say you okay with that document. You don't give your consent to that document. Yeah. After the agreement, then don't sign, don't present. The instrument we then carry it, you know, we get a lot of clauses then we change from waiting they agree. Now, law begin with one critical one. The amendment of the composition of the search and nomination committee. For each of the recommendations, they get background. They just not come with the recommendations then do. They get background. They ask themselves what was wrong with the elections. What have been the problem we get? Then say firstly, now president they appoint other than the chief electoral commissioner. So president they get influence over the person we appoint. So how we go reduce that influence there? Instead of president appoint directly, law we get a committee where now in they do the search and nomination. Now this committee then they apply to. Now this committee everybody will qualify, then they put the qualification criteria. Now then they apply to. Now this committee they conduct the interview process. Now this committee they ensure say they do everything humanly possible for make sure say they get, let's say 10 people they apply, then get 3. We then they present to president say, hey, we don't do we work. Now then 3 people there, now then finally qualify.
So anybody then choose the...
So president, look them 3 people there, choose one of them, then president can appoint one of them 3 people in there. Why again make them do them? You know, say most of the times the political party, we get consultation clause na the constitution. Say president for consult. In fact, all of the commissioners, the way they don't go with na parliament, that are the problems the way they get the consultation. We say we were not consulted before the appointment. So they want clear than they. Say, but if people and they with them, they undergo this process, application, you know, they interview them, you understand, and everybody don't know them. Say now, then people there they go through them process there. So if anybody gets anything against them, because it's at the essence of the consultation, law we say President pick Lamrana for be chief electoral commissioner. Why in need for consult with political parties? Political party then go say, oh, Lamrana will get in membership card. Lamrana a member of SLPP. So enough for B. So president will look, he consider, say, oh, because of them things their own there is, I go change. That was what Tijan Kaba did in his time. So the issue of consultation is very critical and crucial because you don't want to constrict the political space and you want to create the atmosphere for let every other, you know, political party feel say, you know, the elections get for free, fair and transparent. So then do this process so that at the end of the day, during the course of them vetting, you know, then processes, you know, the public go know. If the public get any bone of contention, the public go raise them. Now, then they repeal the provision where toxic, we forget
the search committee.
No. Now waiting in the do now. Remember, in the constitution, any side and call institutional representation. Yeah, like say we say representation from the Interreligious Council, representation from the Sierra Leone Bar Association, representation from the labor union, all of them things then they. Any side where you get institutional representation, not to government, they make that appointment.
Now the institution and the sense.
Now the institution, now then the sense say, yeah, go represent we. Yeah, go represent we. And that was the intent of the tripartite committee, and that was the recommendation. But waiting then carry it now in parliament. Now that they say president na in the appoint the committee, then instead of a representation from the Sierra Leone Bar Association, then they say one member from the Bar Association. You understand, eh? One lawyer from one lawyer of two standing from the bar. Instead of them say a member nominated by the Interreligious Council, they say one member from the Interreligious Council.
With the president they appoint.
Yes.
So the power is still there with the president.
It's still there with us, so no lockdown. So the time when they go waste the under, they will never have gone there. They should have still left the president for let's still appoint. Because now the intent standing. We're quite different now from waiting then at the bill where they before we. You understand? We are trying to solve a problem. We not for go back to the problem we they try for solve. Quite apart from that, in the tripartite recommendation, they agree say well, what we for do now, especially with the elections result. Yeah, we forget 50 plus 1, and somebody forget they forget 25% in half of the district. That was agreed upon in the tripartite recommendations. The bill will come before we in a parliament, then pull the 50 plus 1, then say simple majority. Then pull the 25%, then say 20%. Then pull half of the district, then say 2/3 of the district. I don't watch, the elections results from where APC begin contest till now. APC has never gotten 20% in 2/3 of the district. So you are saying APC should never come to governance if that law is passed. You understand? And to me, I not feel say we for create laws them where they make we tighten ourselves na the political space. Quite apart from that, even the district, whether they say half of the district, me not feel say
11
yes
or so of the 16.
Yes, me not even feel say if I be tied down to district. I will tell you why. Me na a lawmaker.
Yeah.
And I believe say with me knowledge in lawmaking, I will never agree for law we turn down to district representation. I'll tell you why. Now, who that they create district? Now the president. On the advice of 3 people then. The Minister of Finance, the Chief Electoral Commissioner, and the Minister of Local Government. After they advise president, then just they stand the statutory instruments in parliament. When they lay the statutory instrument in parliament, you, we want annul, we no one time. We say this statutory instruments are not one time. You get forget 2/3 majority for annul the statutory instrument. So meaning, if you go time down to government can grab no more today. Minister of Finance, Minister of Local Government, and the Commissioner advise President say, "Look, create 30 districts." You not subject to anybody. Say, "Look, create 30 districts." Now just aside then they go with na parliament statutory instrument, and then create the district. And when they create the district, then they know they change the law. Say half of the district. So even if the new district they where they create now they're your region. You understand? Eh? Now they're your region. It means say the law still stand now the constitution. So me entirely because nobody no get control over the creation of district, other president then go abuse them. Then go abuse them.
Okay.
And what we they make law? What we they make law for? Not to for constrict the political space, or not to for entrench yourself into governance. You see, quite apart from that, I don't know if you allow go to all the
I want to go to Honorable Tawago respond to the concerns that we raise. I want to go through some of them, some of the contentious issues them where you warn about, the process that where you get concerned about.
Yes, then also the one way they say the PI system where the one make as default instead of the previous provisions in the constitution we call for certain circumstances before they use the
because
PI
we get
system.
2 options now.
Yes.
This is the proposed one.
Yes. In fact, in this constitution, in this current constitution, now that the default now first past the post. Yeah. The PI system now an alternative in the event as stated in the amendment of 38A, which is where the president don't announce the date. Then constituencies they not exist. Therefore go to the PI system.
Can I wait in the present 991 constituency?
Yes, 90 day. So where president don't announce the date and constituencies they not exist. Like a background to that. Waiting be happen, there were certain times where they not mean they able to do census na all side. Which one side and they impassable. So you know they able to create constituencies na then side and they because you not get data for substantiate say yes. Now this number of people in there, now this number of people in there. So then they say if president don't announce the date for election, then still we are not able, delimit the country, shape into constituency. Constituency they not exist. Then we go choose the PI system. Under the PI system, now a system where they use where you not get data. You don't get data. Now that make the time when we use the district block system on the two different occasions where we use all the districts in the country now the same number of representation then they get 88
members of parliament.
88 members of parliament. All the districts there. Because you not get data for sure say this district get population past that district there. This district get population past that district there. What that mean they do the district block system? Polokona be 8. Kenyauna be 8, Kenimana be 8, outside be 8. Because you not get data. You're not able to do census.
It's just an allocation of
yes, now allocation of seats you do to the districts then they. Yeah? But under the first past the post, now that each constituency, in fact, the entire country, they be divided into constituencies. Yeah? There is no area in this country that does not belong to a constituency. Then each of these constituency, they send a direct member of parliament where they represent them. Yeah? Where they represent them. Waiting at the work of parliament. Parliament get 3 traditional functions. One, na lawmaking legislation, as stated in section 105. Parliament na the supreme legislative authority. Yeah. Second, na oversight. Third, na representation. You know they represent other than they feel them pain. They represent. They say who feels it knows it. So I need to talk about radical soon.
But you don't have parliament now through the PI system, right?
Yeah, I will candy larger. They say who feels it knows it. Yeah, you where they represent you people them. The people them they vote for face. They're not saying for Lamrana and face who vote for. Any concerns they get where they need your representation. Now Lamrana then they go for. Then they go to. If Lamrana not represent them well, the next election, they know they support you. Then they find another person when they stand in the stead. So then they give the people and the authority for choose who therefore represent them. Then quite apart from that, even in the first past the post, now pictures them, then they put pictures, then face them. But in this district block system, no, now a party symbol then they vote for. So meaning if Lamran herself no stay with the people them, you understand? The party can put and they say Lamran come on England can't stand. Now you name the day force. And I'll tell you what's not the disadvantage. When Lamran name the force na the list, na the PI list, yeah. Let me say you then pull you overseas then say can't stand. You can't be force na the list. Then you get Tawa. We na in don dey with the people them, na in the people they want, na in don dey make sure say do this, do that, then na in the people they used to. You understand? Na the people they want. Then you party put you number 1 na the list. Then Tawa in party the party put her number 9 na the list. All the people they will them they go vote for the symbol. Now because of Tawa, not so because of Lamrana. But when they go vote, Tawa all in vote, not to Lamrana first they go.
Because now
you dey number 1. So if it possible say out of 6, Tawana in the number 6, then the party able to secure only 3 seats. They left the other 3. Tawa where they vote for illegal parliament. Now you they go.
We're gonna buy the number.
Now by number. Now by number. So people then don't lose people then wait for don't go na parliament we no go because of the position where the party puts them at the list. You understand? Because of the position, once you do number one, you are safe and secured.
But the conversation has also been, how do we change this to a hybrid system?
No, listen, when a system is not broken, why do you change it? What is wrong? Actually, what is wrong?
Of the PI system as well, like Honorable Tawa say, the issue of by-elections, if you check with the people that we don't can parliament, we don't get less issue about violence.
I will tell you that why by-elections will not be a disadvantage. I will tell you why. Now, previously, okay, now the party then they send list, yeah? Out of the list, the first people let's say that 6 list one in the talk. The first 3 now then go. The last they no go. Yeah? But if now first past the post, yeah, the people then they get opportunity for vote for whether they want in the by-elections. But now people then they get opportunity. The one way they next now the list, and like na possible more effective. Possible if nine for don't stand if for loss, nine automatically they go represent the people them. So we have had cases of people them where they can represent people them where under normal circumstances they will never have voted. They don't want the people them. Because then they are the list now, they don't get alternative. Then people them they don't just they go, you know, they go. Now let's take the case of Bond. Who say the speaker come out. You know, the speaker Minde as member of parliament. When we vote in for the speaker, you know, in seat empty, a vacant, then somebody else can replace her. The person who can replace speaker is the commoner constituency where other member of parliament there already. So you get 2 members of parliament in one area.
But I mean at the district then they get.
No, I will tell you it's difficult. I will tell you why it's difficult.
So Honorable Tawa say,
I will tell you.
That quote waiting is saying, I give democracy.
Okay.
Then put on their Facebook. He say Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte, Deputy Speaker of Parliament, says the APC is against the PI system because they don't want to share the 28 parliamentary seats in the western area with other political parties.
No. You see, to me, I don't feel say the focus now for share seats, no share seats. The focus now for take the mandate from the people. Let me tell you, if we get the PI system, I am a very senior person in my party. Yeah? I'm the leader of the party in the parliament. Quite apart from that, I am part of the topmost institution, topmost organ of the party, when at the National Delegate Conference. I am part of the second topmost organ, when at NAC. So if we approve the PI system, now we the benefit. Yes, now we the benefit. You understand? But APC na a grassroots party. The executive now then the benefit, but the executive say no, we no want them kind power there. Let them power there go to the people them. And now what thing they happen? From Texaco, take Anna Fields, we not get member of parliament. We they represent them directly. So now how do you treat the district representation? Let's give you illustrative example. Let's say who feels it knows it. Me, I do part of the game. You understand? Like for example, yeah. Me come out na lungi. One time they I go weekend because no weekend no they jump me when I go na my constituency. It's not possible. Once I dey in country, I dey go na my constituency weekend. Saturday, my group na them can't wake me. A group now then can wake me. When they wake me, they say, hey, Honorable, the only bridge they use, we connect Interfo to Soktal. They say, don't broke, motocar no they able pass. And then tell them the way you go, you see the motocar then pack, some motocar don't turn back. Business, everything stands still. My responsibility not to be for build the bridge. Because my representation. Now me for ensure say, I direct them at SLRA, you understand, take personally where they make sure say they go build the bridge, you understand. But all that the time consuming. So what I do, because business don't stand still, it's very critical. That very day, mommy pull me on personal money, I go construct the bridge. After the bridge dry, people then begin pass the bridge, then begin pass. Assuming na ferry junction this for don't take place. Firstly, the people then they come on straight, find the member of parliament where they book fields. You understand? That way then they can meet Mufis. You get your problem for see pack look and sit down first. You understand? You get your problem pack. Then waiting at the thing. Even if the member of parliament don't respond, he no respond, he no treat una with that kind of seriousness, he no respond, he no represent una no get hold on the member of parliament because not una the appointment na the party list. Once you name them at the party list, una want una no want una dey go vote back.
Can it be improved? Usai will get photos of the people where the party they put. Say okay, these are the people them as popular as they are.
Now
you can vote for.
Now the question is, what is wrong with the first past the post? Now when you identify problem, now existing circumstance, now you create an alternative. You understand? What is wrong with first past the post? Let us identify the problems.
So can we have votes and choose which one would they use, or we need which one you prefer?
Now the first past the post I prefer because now in they empower the people them for make sure say other no mean they treat them nice. They no vote for her again. Okay. For make sure say other not able represent them, they no vote for her again. Now in the ensure say each constituent able or accountable in your member of parliament, they able accountable. Say abukabo you now we can meet for so thing. You not ever go represent we. You not ever go talk for we. Now so you left. Now so this day we will not support you again. Okay. You understand? So until that happen. You understand? You they take the power from the people. Because other the people they vex pa. I let you go take you go put on force. I let the people they no want them. They want them. Now then they go vote for.
Because at the party then they
because at the party then they vote for.
Honorable Tower don't they take notes. They don't they write. Honorable Tower, they ask you direct question. The PR system in your post you mentioned say APC they condemn them because they know one lost seats na the western area. The SLPP or the government they push this because una want gain seats in the western area. Is it about more seats?
You know, I go on for answer your question sincerely, and I go on for I want for do on record like I say yesterday na Radio Democracy. Like my brother say, he say you don't fix what is not broken. You only fix what thing a problem. What is the inherent problem in the first past the post in Sierra Leone over the years? One, it creates inherent and unfair representation.
In what sense?
In a sense where in me and Lamwana contest an election. For a constituency, you get 20,000 votes. Lamwana gets 10,500. Tawa get 9,500. But Lamwana no more to go parliament. Lamwana, in truth, if it is partisan, as the first past report has been, Lamwana they only represents truly the views of 10,500 people office and party people them. Because anytime what the 9,000 anybody by 9,500 come to them. If Lamwana says one of the representative, we know they think about and they say a party person. In party people already they say this one this party there. So it has created a systematic exclusion.
But the same with the PR system, you still identify people like
no, hold on.
Support you.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. Now, within Alomble, my name na the list. Number 1 na SLPP list. Honorable Mahmoud Kamara, in name na SLPP list number 5. Two things where the first past the post or the PR system they do. Number 1, it forces members of parliament to do their work. Section 97 of the constitution, like we say, we work now for represent. If we at parliament level, we 16 in our district, me, Timbo, Amaduba, Mahmoud Kamara, Mari Conte, APC, SLPP, we dey go to parliament every day. We're able for sit and discuss the issue of Western area. Then what are we saying? If we ask people or they make legislation, we say let people then go work together at the civil service. We members of parliament they say we cannot work together for a district. We all come out together. When are they born? When are they grow up? What are we saying? The proportional representation, as recommended by the Cowan Constitutional Review Committee, they create an enabling environment for let one, we able to work together, not we syndicate, and let the votes be proportionally represented and get many shades of opinions and voices in parliament.
But people have been complaining that they don't. I don't ask a question. Do you know your members of parliament people say are not serving members?
Because the reason being because we still they carry forward the 1978 constitution into the 1991 constitution, feeling that in 1978 members of parliament are ministers. You understand? It's a one-party constitution. Members of parliament are ministers. So if me a member of parliament, I represent West. How do they call themselves? West 1 or Central 1. Yeah, me a minister as well. So because me a minister, I get portfolio, I get budget, I do work in Central 1. The 1991 constitution, what you do now for dissociate that whole day of parliament performing a function, specific function, physical development function, to parliament representing the voice of the people, listening to them as a district, get programs, listen to the voices, listen to the issues, monitor the issues, and account together. When I present a document, now I make the 1991 constitution, they say members of parliament in the performance of their oversight in section 93.5. Now in they inform the passage of legislations, because every legislation the executive they carry it touch on the lives and living patterns of people then now the country where the district where it is affected, because now they go oversight. If we able for novo say if we pass this law for NMA, like we will pass the Mines and Mineral Corporation Act, if we pass this law, we will make sure say we move the CDA from 0.01% to 1%, so that it improve the capacity of we local stakeholders them for already able for engage in developmental activities for the mining communities. That is our function. Our function is to go make bridge. But because we still they make the people and feel say we function for make bridge, they make the person go tell you say I not sabi this person. That is one. The other part now that you mentioned it, there are multiple ways of PR. Not to one size fits all, not to just the district block. In 1996, the country was one block. That is PR as well. But the country was not divided into central districts or Kailaon districts or Kono districts. It was one block. The number of votes we get, then they calculate the proportion of your chances for going to parliament. Now it makes CDP. That was after the war. Now it makes CDP Abuya Koma was in parliament. It became 4.5%. And he became the first minister of presidential and parliamentary affairs. So come to think of it, we don't move from that one block to a block where each district they get representation. What is wrong if we tweak the proportional representation? The reason, and I will say it in the presence of my brother, the reason what he make, instead of talk in his submission, say from the analysis of other elections in section 42, the percentage for win election, he say from the analogy we don't do. Now that the APC not all ever gets 2/3 in another 20% in 2/3 of all the districts. You're talking about the president of the country. Your mandate for strong.
Direct question, but for the SLPP, is it about getting seats in the Western area and other parts?
No, it's not about getting seats in the Western area.
APC is about that. No, is it also
no, it's about getting people in the Western area. Well, also APC for themselves get the fair representation and an equitable distribution of their vote cast.
But you win the seats now, Western area under the first past the post.
Yes, I did.
And you represented the SLP.
You know what is responsible for that day?
And the other MP now Aberdeen.
You know what is responsible for that day?
Waiting.
I will tell you. You see, by 2028, this is not national television. I will be in this position like we Brian Kana, so they help you for analyze things that would happen at Parliament, because I would have moved out of Parliament. I think I have served. But I will tell you one part of this don't make a way.
What do you mean? You left Parliament?
Yes, after 2028, I'll move out.
Okay.
I would have completed 10 years. I think I would have contributed sufficiently. But let me tell you what I was responsible for that. Number one.
Go pan next. You want to be flag bearer?
No. Don't want to be flag bearer. I want to be one in means. I go sell per mine.
Okay.
I go sell per mine. I don't want to be flag bearer. I want to be one in means. I see business opportunity around Puja on Kailaon. They pull per mine. They know they can't Nalumo. They can't sell. If you go inside the village, they will buy them beans. They will buy them pepper. You count on a free song. They will sell at discounted price. You still make revenue. Okay. That is what I've seen. That is where I'm going. I'm not going to flag bearer. I'm not going to one limit.
Okay.
Please. So, what is responsible for me able to win a seat in Lumley? Number one, you look the makeup of Lumley along the hills of Lumley. 70% of the people already in Lumley. Then Alimbade. Oh yes, that is how Sierra Leone is. We are tribal. We are tribal conscious and we are emotional about our tribe. We tribal conscious, but we tribe, and we emotional about name self. If you not Timini, you na Conte, me na Limba, me na Conte, me affinity to you, Timni Conte, is stronger past me affinity to a Timni Kamara. That is Sierra Leone for you. Because me and you two na Conte, if you na Timni.
So now they make you win.
Because when people are holding a Lom Leona Limba problem, they say, we, you sabi say Limba, they say Kaun, the son. You know, sabi nothing, I know me sabi Kaun. Now the son no more sabi. It no matter what you say, you don't care about that, what you care about the son. So, we still see the son by the presidential ticket. Would they see you face by the parliamentary ticket? Because you now picking, would they vote for you? So they gave me the votes. That is one. Another thing that I went back to the 1978 constitution that I was talking about. I begin take charge of the gaps that will be created by the incumbent at the time. Because
you didn't make road.
I didn't make road. I didn't make bridge. But it was not my role. But because now in they appeal to the people and we have to move beyond it. The media, civil society, they get for able for move beyond now and day. Because me role, me say be no before I go parliament, say now for represent. But because I wanted to win, and as God could have it, bad events give me more opportunity. The mudslide happen. When the mudslide happen, me the incumbent be just don't come America, the day we come America, the morning and the mudslide happen. He went to the first place, he go get $200. I went to the centers, and me create all the centers they outside the people and the survivors then they I go buy for them beddings, couch rest, couch lights, create for them, open schools them, create center. By the sole president Koma, they go the next day. All the center they will go na Kamayama, na Kaningo, na Pentagon, any Southside go they say na Tawan and don't create for all this. Go to rest because that time they have been in a bank. They me just don't pay me how they call it, me leave allowance. So I get money for spend. So now that kind of thing they make I able for
but it shows as well, say if the people know you and like waiting honorable been they say now you deal with the people. So what if them they put you at the list, then put you number 6?
Exactly.
Like honorable explain.
Exactly.
But now you deal with the people.
Enough for don't go.
And then put other person number 1.
Enough for don't go.
You not be enough for don't in a parliament.
Look, the world is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. The world is fair. We are still limiting ourselves to one system of PR. To the list system of PR. You can still know the list, yeah, number 6. But if it's a list system where percentages are accumulated, you will still be in number 6, but you become number 1. The Bible say, thank God, a man of God, a retired man of God. He said the first shall become the last, and the last shall become the first. So you can still live from under. You accumulate more percentage past the person with the up. Now you they go. I have seen it in the second PR system. Yes, I've seen it in the second PR with
we solution already there. So the
point like that, because
you're a beneficiary of the two systems.
Me not beneficiary of the two systems.
Yeah,
I'm
so which one you will prefer? Which
I
one
would prefer the one where they reflect the views and opinions of everybody.
But both reflect the views. In the first case, like you say, because you work with the people, you supported them, they vote for you. I'm sure there are people who vote for you, not so because of your tribe, but they because they believe in what you do. And the second one, sometimes because you named in the number 1, you benefited from
it. I canvas.
Interestingly, if it were first past the post, I will never have been in parliament.
In this second,
in this one.
No,
it will never have been in parliament.
I didn't want to discuss that. If it were first past the post, I will still be in parliament.
So how you want it happen? How? Which can you want? So hybrid system.
I want to happen at that. The provision of the single parliament. No, they present one system. No, they present one size fits all. You see, parliament and the ECSL could make a determination in a subsequent legislation as to whose kind of PR was suitable for we. So come to think of it, Peter Tucker recommendation spoke about PR as a means for break the things that will cause the war. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission say for inclusivity and for fair shades of representation, say Sierra Leone should use the PR. The Cowan Constitutional Review, it also recommend the same thing. Then from the tripartite, they say they will do another consultation. The consultation will return to the AG's office. It's almost evenly divided. That nobody not gets away say, okay, now first past the post beat PR by the consultation, the outcome of the consultation across the various districts. So they are left with one option. To take what is consistent with the document, we get the highest number of consultation. Let's not forget, in the Cowan Constitutional Review, they did 55,000 consultation. They sent out 70,000 mistake with various other countries' constitution. And also let us remind Sierra Leoneans and say, when President Nkrumah be inaugurate the Constitutional Review Committee, he say they should go out there, look at other countries' constitution, see the things that will make other countries them peaceful, see the things that will make other countries them progressive, and let them incorporate them things then into the new constitution, so that the new constitution will reflect the will, desire, and aspiration of all Sierra Leoneans.
The one contentious issue where Honorable Abdul mentioned now, the issue of consultation. I can still recall the Speaker, Honorable Sengepo, at one point say Parliament go need for rule on waiting consultation mean and how for consult with regards to the appointment of commissioners of ECSL. And now it's the tripartite agreement for national unity see the problem. So okay, let's have a search committee we go recommend to the president and the president appoint. But according to them, that is being changed. The power is still with the president and the president will appoint the search committee.
Okay, so let's come to that again. Search committee, where them sits at the CRC level. A number of political parties, a number of civil societies them recommend the search committee. But in the white paper, where the APC-led government put out, they did not fall for it. They say section 32.3, 32.2. It say government note this recommendation, but it's of the opinion that the existing provision which stipulate that the Electoral Commission comprising as Chief Electoral Commissioner and 4 other members is restrictive and does not make room for expansion of membership of Electoral Commission. It further went on for say government therefore is of the view that the composition, okay, this is the wrong one. This should be it. It says government knows this recommendation but believes that the administrative structure and the working of the Electoral Commission does not lend voice to residents. So therefore, government recommends that section 32 to be retained. Even though other people
where the power still there with the president.
Power still with the president. Yeah. So consistently, the current recommendation self say let them retain 32.2. So if you look the consistency in the position papers they would on day before, and these people the way be they na the tripartite, so half of them were cabinet ministers. They were either cabinet ministers or they were deputy speaker in the case of Honorable Chano. Now me and my brother no be in the governance.
Not in the committee.
No, it was in the negotiation committee.
It wasn't there.
No, it was part of the negotiation.
It wasn't there. It wasn't there.
Okay. If you not ready, he must not lend a voice. It is knack.
Of the committee.
Nobody, except people need to go for a negotiation when I don't see no as party.
Not the knack.
Okay, but the point is that he must have a role. Yeah.
But this is an opportunity for solve the problem. Like I say, even in a parliament.
So how do we solve the problem?
Addressing consultation.
So how do we solve the problem? I told you about clawback clauses. If you go look section 53.3 of the Constitution, it say anybody with this Constitution give power for consults. He said the person not bound by the outcome of the consultation. That is section 53.3. Section 32. They say the president in consultation with all registered political parties. So how do we solve the problem? If we take the recommendation under the white paper, where APC pull under President Nkrumah, he will not agree to it. He will still think that it is biased because now we think say he get a different spectrum in mind. But now all things constant. And now we believe say we as members of parliament, we for able for look at the document the way they before we, the authority the way they before we, and able for out harmonized position. The position now that me no the I do say I feel. I think whether you have a search committee or not, the powers of appointing commissioners across the world, across other jurisdiction, sits with president. What we need for do, what we need for enhance, now the mode of consultation and make an enforceable say you have to do A, B, C, and D.
Okay.
Because like what the problem now with the listing of the search committee, what will you settle for? Is it the tripartite? The tripartite was between two parties. Two parties and two parties only. You they tell me say then two parties are for make decision for 8 million Sierra Leoneans? No. A consultation was done.
But that is where you come in as members of
That is where we come in, and that is where we forgo sit down, engage, take time, one by one, like the leader of government business and in the leader of opposition say yesterday, even if it take you a month for law get the right document out there in public without them working out, because it is one of their main strategies right now for work out.
They say they go recuse themselves.
Now for work out, now the main strategy that they work out.
And we're not letting them work out.
They should not work out, because if they work out, it means we will never have a constitution. You know why? Because even if APC can have power, we have to be pragmatic. Me and SLPP, I know we are going to win. Is APC, he knows they are going to win the election, but now one person get for win. It is either APC or SLPP. So even if inside the talk, he go say if SLPP win, so if APC win, APC will still not have 2/3 in parliament. Even the total will win almost all the seats, there were still 2 shots, including parliament chiefs, there were still 2 members short of having 2/3. So if APC win, you will still not have 2/3 in parliament. So if SLPP self still also the work out, we will never have a constitution that will address the problems of the 1991 constitution.
Okay.
So for me, his statement yesterday was a little strong, but I understand. The pressure was on my brother. Everybody was there. The flag bearers were there. Mr. B there, the watcher. I said, he needed to make that statement. Because under pressure, JFK sat there, right in front. Cheikoko was there. Iwo was behind my back. Dr. Kalfala Mara, Adi Macaulay. Everybody was there. The APC was there. So, what do you brother go say? My brother go say, if we na mistake do this, we will choose ourselves. But I know him. He's a man of good conscience. I know the APC members, the leadership of the APC. We don't work together. We don't come up far. Me and two. Me and A1, how they work na PAC. Me and AKK, how they work na PAC. We sabi how they harmonize for able for recover money for government. We sabi how less they use for able for give justice to the audit report. Non-political less. And that is what we should use and make sure say most of the FRC who listen to the APC contributions them, that most of it they emanate from the tripartite, and it should not be like that.
But the tripartite informed some of the
most of the legislation inclusion there, most of them come from the tripartite. So we for now put it together and harmonize 4 documents: TRC, Peter Tucker, Kawan, tripartite, plus the 2 white papers they will be na the public domain, and able for Chaos Constitution with the work and amendment with the work for the electoral stability of Sierra Leone, and make sure say we uphold the values of democracy. We people go member for a long time.
Honorable Abdul Kabo, quickly.
Yes, basically, my brother say in all other countries, them now the president they appoint the chief electoral commissioner.
No, I say in most jurisdictions.
You say in all, because I get plenty countries them where not a president they appoint the chief electoral commissioner. That spans from England, even the United Kingdom. In fact, England in India, waiting then get waiting then call the selection committee. Now India, and the selection committee constitutes of the majority leader, the prime minister, the leader of the opposition. Now they all come together.
So one question I go ask:
in the United Kingdom,
all of these things they made day at the time we come submitting a post, government made the pool a white paper.
At the camp.
What stops the APC government at the time? 1 minute.
Yes.
What stops the APC government at the time? For not include them
beautiful
the white paper.
Beautiful.
For don't be part of the consideration. Because if you look at what they use now, what in there the document now, now what in there almost what in there the tripartites.
Okay.
Beautiful. Not change anything. Almost carbon copy.
Interestingly, even this model we then suggest now from Kenya, now in the Teka.
Yeah.
Kenya.
I know Kenya gets
yes, thank you. Now from Kenya, Mexico, not a president they appoint. You understand? In fact, even in South Africa, na parliament now they appoint president they endorse within parliament appoint. You understand? So don't forget about the models. Yeah. Now he say, waiting make they not be adopted. Tawa for know the circumstances will lead to this tripartite recommendation. There was no election where members then say no, we no go na parliament. There was no election where the international partners then say this election is not free and fair. This election is opaque. There was no election where Qatar Center refused. There was no election where EU elections mission refused. There was no election where American embassy say no, this election is not transparent. There was no election where the British High Commission, where French embassy. So we faced with a new circumstance where we for address. So now that make we for pay more attention to the arrangement of this tripartite that we begin call circumstances them where the situation will lead to this amendment not been the prevail in the past. So the circumstances are quite different. But quite apart from that, he say one disadvantage of the first past the post, he say he get unfair representation. Unfair representation. Now, what's in a democracy? Democracy now the voice of the people, the majority. Yeah? If you go na market, you want pick market chairwoman. You want say that one will loss instead forget people away the control. Not so that win the lead the entire market. Now even to the president. Even if president win by 2 votes, he become president of this country. You want say the one will loss by very small margin. You understand? Instead forget people away.
Sometimes they make them say the threshold for expand right across the country, so you get more inclusivity. You get 11, 20%, and 11 of the district, them you get 20%.
No, not because. Let me tell you, all of these amendments, we not for
don't calculate.
all of this amendments, we not for we not for skew to for hold on to power. We for be genuine. We for make sure say we do it with the right mind.
But it should be about giving the opposition more opportunity for kind of power.
No, not to the opposition say. Not to the opposition say. You know they constrict the space. Now, the deputy say unfair representation. And waiting at this unfair representation, that way, like for example, now they do election now for other for be the head. Then Lamrana get 20 votes. Then the next person get 18 votes. So you forget the staff the way they control. Then that next person back get the staff the way they control. Then we say people learn they know their representative. Right now, Lamrana, this na television station. Una do a vox pop. Una go from Texaco, take come by Brookfields. Una ask people if they sabi the representation, the representative na parliament. They not sabi. They don't know. Deputy say na because deputy speaker say na because then people and they want that they go build water well for them, or that they go do this, or that not so that they not the reason. No. They want that they represent them. Or that they bring kind of problem then to the knowledge of central government. Or that they tell them say, hey, this for happen. Now, according to them, he do a lot of things. We make able win seats na Lumley and can power and can parliament. Yeah. So now what he they say? Elect person not do nothing. Elect you know do with your people them. Elect you not do nothing. You know come out safe na the place. You just stay in right stand with you executive. Let them just put you number 1. It done. I like that man way killing himself when people in any kind of parliament. They say, yes, they say again the proposal them now because of 200 consultation, 5,000 consultation, this consultation. I don't make this repeatedly clear. The prevailing circumstances now, it call for that. If you want discussion now UN. Then they talk about Sierra Leone. They must measure the agreement of national unity and the tripartite. Even the Americans, the MCC, then conditionalize them to the implementation of the agreement for national unity and the agreement for of the tripartite, the implementation of the recommendations of the tripartite. Even when you go na ECOWAS, when the president of ECOWAS they talk, they go even state the implementation of the agreement of national unity, and so the whole world focus around the implementation of the agreement of national unity and the recommendations of the tripartite.
Okay.
Yeah, because they know say now he go make sure say waiting happen as alone when the elections they be opaque, when the elections were not transparent, it no happen again. So we not for compromise dandy.
In your statement yesterday about following due process, waiting the APC they look forward to. I know I get sitting this morning on a need for left. Waiting the APC they look forward to with this process. So don't get the first pre-legislative hearing. Waiting next. Waiting on they look forward to.
We they look forward to a law abiding constitutional review process.
What is that?
Well, for example, clauses that are not entrenched, they should secure the 2/3 majority in parliament. For entrenched clauses, even after they secure the 2/3 majority in parliament, they should be subjected to referendum. You understand? They look forward to due process. Let them not circumvent the process by any means. This is not a legal document. In fact, the constitution, if you amend that illegally, it's treasonous. Not treason. Yeah? Not treason. And often say because today you didn't have power, you get everything at your peril, you get everything we want, you get state security, you get protection from government, you go commit crime. Then you not pay for that crime day in the future. So as young people, Lord, do due diligence to the country. This is not the only country where we get.
What are the most contentious issues and go want for say address, and how we want the consultation for go about?
Firstly, we want the elections of the winner of the elections.
The president.
Yes, the president. Then also the electoral system. The electoral system. These are two most contentious issues. We want that we consult. One thing we clear now that no party not be able to get 2/3 without the involvement of the other party. It's not possible. So for now I heard the chief minister said the talk say, there's no need for consult with the opposition, where then they make law, waiting them want way good for the country, and then they do. But for touch constitution, you definitely need the opposition. So before una go ala, nothing will be done, una waste una time, una waste una resources, una call the opposition, una sit down, una to sit down. This na give and take. And na for the sake of we country. Una hang it. And once una the hang it, una also not forget the smaller parties. There's a critical.
There's a provision where the chief minister saying APC proposed Sunday for the register.
That was the most insincere word we had hearing from the chief minister. Say all the 80 recommendations, SLPP sign, APC sign. Now the two parties then, now they agree to the 80 recommendations. The one where APC say, law we do, where SLPP say no, now then call the divergent. You understand? The divergent, then the different one. But that 80 recommendation, who side this one D? You understand? The chief minister not get any right for exclude himself they and put some by the opposition. I make them very clear. But chief minister, they say APC no democratic, APC no one smaller parties. Other than carry PR, we eliminate smaller parties than a parliament. We may get C4C, we may get NGC, we may get independent. But with this structure of PR, independent no they ever go parliament too. Other smaller parties, they know they go parliament.
If you lower the percentage, they might. If you lower the percentage for me,
the thing was difficult. Now that if you lower the percentage, you need for make more provision for more seats in a parliament. You understand? So to me, why would they force this PR business? Well, they work.
And parliament on flop, more seats.
They work. Parliament on flop. Pass on 10 so man begin see them again. then they tell us, speaker.
Finally, Honorable Abdul, now see the willingness in your colleagues for.
No, yesterday, the way they talk yesterday, I am sure, so we go come together and do it right for this country. If only you go take them by the words, the way the privilege go yesterday, and the way the AG talk, the way the leader of government business talk, there is hope that we the young people then go come together and do it go benefit one political party, do it go benefit the country. You understand? And we for do this because we owe it to this nation. So the bad name where the country gets after these elections is too much. We for prevent them. And we for ensure say we make laws that we get for stand the test of time. Me and Tara go be on record. Say now then set of young people there. Now they make their laws there na the constitution. That's when they go they sell in per mine.
Yeah. That's how you go there.
I go there na me amok na me village.
Honorable Tawa, what's in the commitment? You na the deputy speaker na parliament. What's in the commitment for ensure say what's Honorable Abdul say they request that the process follow due process and the rule of law.
Like we the clerk assure Sierra Leone and Sierra Leoneans say yesterday in Committee Room 1, say we go do everything in the spirit and in the letter of the law for make sure say we able for conclude the exercise where they start the journey for the overhaul of the 1991 Constitution. Because the way the AG don't put them, it don't put her in a way where the overhaul of the 1991 Constitution will take phases. And that phase is there. Now it don't start with so. The immediate one that we get for do with elections and electoral concerns them. It don't bring them come. Unfortunately, one key one we get for do with fixed term, where then at the presidential side, and the conduct of simultaneous election for parliament and president and local council in the constitution of Sierra Leone right now, 1991, for parliament is an entrenched clause.
So we una get for remove that or you go.
So it is also part of the consultation. There is no law where the Bayou form include non-entrenched and entrenched clauses in one bill. But the law clear say when it is entrenched clause, even if you get the 2/3 per parliament go pass them, you cannot take the certificate to the president for his signature. You would have to take that message to the people. Let people say yes, this will allow tweak and so, allow amend and so.
So even if you not pass this, you get for go referendum because now
even if you pass this, you dey take her out of what you can go to the president and he stand on his own. If parliament will go through with him, or if parliament say and say that would be burdensome and waste of time, let's expunge it, we'll expunge it at that point. So it's going to be consultative. Like what we want say, he spoke about the non-acceptance by other observers them for the recent election and their own narrative about it. You no need for wait for the problem happen. All the theory proposal, they were in governance. They saw all of these things were there. Search committee was there for the appointment of the electoral commissioner. You get the opportunity. A constitutional review document was taken to you. You look around thoroughly. The document was submitted to them in 2016. They took a whole year in 2017 and they put out a white paper who not reflect any of the things that they send at the tripartite. Who they go send at the tripartite so. And talking about the threshold for winning an election, even in the tripartite, for let we make the constitution, it is give and take. Because if you look at the tripartite recommendation, it is saying a constitutional amendment to section 42, that is recommendation 53, 42(2)(e) of the constitution, so that in a presidential election, a candidate can only be elected on the first round if they A, obtain 50+1% of the vote of the total valid vote cast nationally, and B, obtain 25% of the total valid vote cast in each district in at least half of the districts in Sierra Leone. So now, the proposal will come to parliament.
It reduced that.
It reduced from 25 to 20.
Yeah.
It moved from 50+1 to simple majority, but it also get a second phase. Like what is get a second phase? We see you forget 20% of the total vote cast in 2/3 of the districts.
Honorable say then data they should say they're not going
but you are a national party. They were proposing 25% in half. The proposal come as 25%. It is going to be give and take. In order for this going to make a constitution, because a piece in our opposition, when they say no, if you say no go so, you need to say them go work out, because that is strategy number one.
Yes, speaking with my knowledge in lawmaking, like I tell you, they're not for even mix district. Na the elections for determine who that for be president.
Why?
Because I they say this again, the tendency for create district not they in the hands of anybody other than government.
No, district creation. Hold on.
District creation na SIU they send na parliament. Statutory instruments that they send na parliament.
Listen.
And a trip if you look at the Local Government Act, it will tell you clearly. Say na 3 persons now then they advise the president, Minister of Finance, Minister of Local Government, and the commissioner, the chief.
Okay, now listen, come to think of it. You see, I always see the APC contribution to the constitutional review as part of their experience with them in governance. So we created this state, they will create this state. You should forget about that.
No, but you're about
no, I'm coming. Let me finish.
About to create.
Let me finish.
Everybody
Hold on.
You know if not that make them put this.
Hold on. You will not create this street out of the blue. Let's not forget that we still get amalgamated district them. The essence of Hold on. The essence of the amalgamating Karine from Bombali, Falaba from Koinadugu. Now because they were stand-alone districts before the colonial period and during the colonial period, but the colonial masters them, amalgamate them before they begin pass their laws then they. So you know the commoner you go say they divide after you don't they amalgamate all the districts.
But you're aware there is a proposal of the Minister of Local Government.
No, you awareness of the proposal
is said they amalgamate.
Listen, you I have said it. Hold on, I have said it. Even without the amalgamating Panguma and Bandajuma, his records. He has said what his record says. So you can't say because now you doing a government voting for we right, we President Koma do we right for the amalgamate. This other person no go do away he right for the other one themselves get their own district and develop their district. Well, you can't say that.
Allow no time to the Uda president.
Come on, you still blow hot and cold. You don't say the 80 recommendation comes from APC and SFP.
So I say
hold on. The recommendation of the tripartite. Now they include districts.
Yes.
So why are you saying district should not be included in the calculation?
Because at the top.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. You know they say this one is good, but we come to this point, this is not good.
You know pick and choose.
District inclusion in the calculation of 50 plus 1. In the white paper of government pool, 50 plus 1 was not tied to district. In the Kawan, I would say it as it is. In the Kawan constitutional recommendation, district was not tied into it. In the Peter Toka recommendation, district was never tied into it.
Now the tripartite.
It was the tripartite that brought district into the conversation. And you know go say now, okay, don't reach at this point, let's stick to this one. You would have to give and take. If you go and say you know one simple majority, they will say, okay, let us do 50 plus 1 and 20% percentage on 2/3 of district in Sierra Leone. You have to take something. Somebody gave a give. Lamana gave a put. I gave for tick. Mr. gave a put. Lamana gave a tick. No, Lamana go put number. Now I put. He say no. You know put nothing. And I mean what they put.
How do you build trust? How on a plan for build trust in this?
We'll build trust over the years. We don't come a long way. Follow you past the repeal of the obnoxious 1965 Public Order Act. It was a lot of process. Follow we repeal the death penalty.
This never do with election. Well, now always concern.
We have to come to
nothing and do. Anything our then do. You know, then come with so way they negotiate. You get for go up. You understand, eh? Then waiting them put so not in they want to. Then get them target where they want. But then put them up so that we go negotiate and then come to waiting they want. You understand? And not fit say that this go work. You understand? Waiting me they see.
So you see the plan for workout.
Now I tell you, immediately
plan for workout.
No, you said it yesterday. The plan to work out.
No, I say I'm also work out too.
Una go with
yes, because listen. This thing they do so. The product of if you not go through the process and procedure, not reason.
Una no go and be part of
me one see tomorrow and they hold me for treason. And they accuse me, sir.
Honorable Charge no go and cause reasonable offense.
Definitely. This one.
Definitely.
I don't say now if they export as parliament, if we don't agree for the amendment of 85, 86 and sketch clauses, and expunges can be for
now, you know, our letter they know certain things. Yeah? We basically know they against the amendment. We did against the level of insincerity we don't show up na the amendment. Una can't agree this. Una go make bill. Una not get back to that. Una agree with you. Una not get back to them. Una just carry it in a parliament. To me and Tawana go don't see there. We don't sign something. You understand? We don't agree. Say yes. Now this we do. Then Tawana go with the document. We go hand over and tell you Lamarana say now this not the document. We don't agree. Then you go now for go implement. What we agree is different from what you go put. It talk about blowing hot and cold. Where then carry their recommendations then this so. We as MPs get for use with expertise, for analyze them, for know because when you do a constitution are a lifetime document. You get for prevent them from abuse. Yeah? Somebody will come tomorrow. This year they talk, not for the normal. We don't see most powerful governments way, then there's nobody they pull in, then they go. Then say get for go. You understand, eh? But we no one see a situation where they don't go, government come to man, we say, oh, na this street, na in they make person be president. Law go open 4 districts na Kenima. Law go open 5 districts na Bo. Law go open 6 districts. And you cannot stop them because the law no refer them for revert to you. So when they make constitution, when they amend, you should be forward looking. You should be forward looking.
Trust Honorable Tower and the other members of the SLPP for ensure say
they come out now, so they come out now go na
the process.
They got it. No, they got it. And they left me in the restroom. I come on the restroom, I come back, and then so it trust
men are in our body. But I don't find itself now a system who will not the trust. For now we get even to the tripartite now because we not trust them play with the elections. Now that make we get to the tripartite. You understand? So they say once beaten, twice shy.
But this is not once beaten. You know the problem the APC get? But this thing, let me tell you, is that they expect, like when you say unahoro agree something, when you bring account something different, they expect that the review they come, it should be wholesale tripartite. It cannot.
No, we don't
let
say
me
so,
tell
Sarah.
you,
We don't say so.
the AG na in the final arbiter for the drafting of laws for council and parliament. Even when you don't do, particularly when you come from executive, not private member motion. Now, the AG is faced with a position wherein, like I don't mention, he has several documents before him. He has the white paper produced by the APC, by President Kuma. He has the white paper produced by President Bio. He has the
Before as the SLPP, the boast of APC legacy.
But it is continuation.
Because I see something they will fix.
But it's continuation. It's governance. You know the cherry. What it is. Today, it good, it bad, it ugly. Now governance.
You go take anything good, you love good.
Now government, you don't say government of APC, you say government of Sierra Leone. So anything where the government of Sierra Leone, we don't begin do. If the driver change, any driver where they come, the government continue the government of Sierra Leone. The AG is faced with the Cowan recommendation, the Peter Tucker recommendation, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. So he would have to look and see this document not get consensus. This not get consensus. The only get consensus now this. Let me take this. This one now. So he say, okay, last week and small bit instead of where the tripartite fee 50+1 and 25% in half of the distance.
So change to the
now we look at this and say, okay, simple majority and 20% in 2/3. So if it comes to us, like we say, we use we legislative expertise for make sure say we coin them in a way where it be win-win for all man. If you think say now 50+1 like what the white paper be say now the best thing. You know thing the white paper say but holding 2 terms in office. Then say the white paper or government pool APC. He say nobody no forgets bar for all public office in country. So the recommendation was anybody who don't serve for 2 consecutive terms, he should wait for an intermittent period. They come back. If we count down now, if they put down the constitution now, they would oppose to it. But it is all part of what the AG is faced with. Looking at all the recommendations
dear speaker, you know say also the recommendations from the Cowan Constitutional Review say them for remove the word executive power from the president.
But if you say one section 54, it is entrenched.
No, well, una get entrenched clauses.
Yes,
una get entrenched clauses. Una recommend.
You are creating
more. Una never recommend that.
You are creating more.
So una say it's entrenched clause. Wetin dem dey take? Wetin dem dey take?
So how with this kind of argument?
But hold on, the Cowan recommendation say therefore change. You know say we remove executive power. He said therefore change the nomenclature of the president from chief executive authority to executive officer.
All land they aim at reducing the powers of the president.
Water down the presidency to a point where that is why I agree. Where the government
power 5,000 people they recommend them.
55,000.
Yeah, 55,000 people. Then now say they know they take her.
But yes, to the recommendation to government.
Yes,
government say this we cannot consider it because the executive office is the office where they carry the highest authority. Yeah, and even the tripartite did not discuss that. Hold on. Even the tripartite did not discuss that. So if you say you the car with electoral reforms as part of the systematic addressing of the constitutional issues in 1991, you can't bring that now.
Honorable members of parliament, should how the public for trust sooner say una they go through this process and bring out a constitution where go stand the test of time, where tuma and go remember una for una legacy, and then go be an issue where even Colonel Tawa name say no, na then give a bad constitution. Colonel name no, na then be part of the bad constitution. Una want give assurance to the public?
Me want give the first assurance say we go do due diligence. We go ensure say this constitutional review not make any party entrench himself into governance forever. We go do due diligence and we go make sure say the views of the ordinary people. Waiting I not tell you. Now that even in the electoral system, they do consultation. So there was a meeting held at Bintumani. And in that meeting, the paramount chiefs they all, in fact, na PowerPoint presentation the paramount chief then do. Very educative, very enlightening. Then say no, na first past the post we want to. The civil society is there. Then go, then say no, na first past the post we want to. After they conducted elections, among them the civil societies, the interreligious council say no, na first past we post we want to. All landed and dump and pap. Then say no, they go back. So Justice Kawan, we will not take the one where he say we will reduce the power of the president because feel say no, not for do dandy, but law go take law can't justify waiting. All them people there don't reject say no, they no want law can't justify. Law go find documents with it. That is what they are doing.
We not go walk out of this process.
If this process not lawful, if they abrogate the constitution or they abrogate processes and procedure in amending the constitution, we not go be part of her because we no want to let the whole way for treason.
Honorable Taha, una go ensure say this process be lawful and not be something where Honorable Abdul they refer to we go be treasonable offense.
Let us say something before I give you the full and unconditional commitment. Following process in passage of law include disagreement. Whose part of the process where it thinks say could be abrogated for the workout? Because why am I saying this? You know they come with a fixed mind for make law. You know they get preconceived notions saying I saw one time. And I saw if you come out, if you not come out, so they work out because you think say you want to frustrate the process. That is not good faith. Now you make all the call for definition of consultation. It is the same thing for good faith. You cannot define good faith. Good faith now you performance. Now you make now the good faith now the standing between the submission of the prosecution and the defense. Now the judge they use for past judgments. So you know they can't preconceive notion saying so I want them or no this na so we don't say na tripartite now this for pass. It can't work that way. We can forget open mind and sit. The process of lawmaking is clear na the standing orders, it's clear na the constitution. You do consultation and like I say, see me not say down there. I say the AG was faced with a consultation conundrum. A consultation in Freetown was done. It came out with a position. Other consultations were done in other districts. It came out with different positions. When you put them together, they were like 50-50. 50 say this, 50 say this. So he's standing in the middle. So what was in the middle for him? Now a recommendation whether in black and white, where all political parties, civil society, judges, and eminent Sierra Leoneans can take part when the Kawan recommendation for amend section 74.1. Now, we as SLPP, we are going to face this constitutional review as Sierra Leoneans are not party. We are going to make sure anything we not go. There are a lot of things they know me second problem with.
With the review?
With this one, yes. Other things they me second problem with. Other things then the way if you want to amend, you can amend other things. Like for example, you say I see one party talk about loss of party membership. The Constitution 35(3). It said a political party that represents candidates for presidential and parliamentary election. If you want to amend that, you have to amend 35(3). You can amend 77(1)(k). You can amend 41 paragraph D.
Yes.
We say for like qualify with vice president, you can qualify for be member of parliament.
Yes.
So these are all issues we still get. So like I say I sit here and they go saying big fool and so say no, because posterity is standing over there looking at me. What I go say? I get me own things they the constitution they can small. Like we get 54 in my mind, I have 70 in my mind. I will
What
need to
is
look
70
at.
say?
70 now the power will give the president for appoint people into secure tenure offices. Me say get 70 will get me own kind thinking about say we should make 70 in a way where they make the president where he continue in his second term. If he gets second term, enough to appoint anybody in secure tenure position where don't take 2 years in the second term. Because it creates confusion in the system. It make all the other person can if you meet you in a city commissioner, na 5 year tenure you get, na 3 year don't take under the old president, the old president Carlos you come, you have to appoint your own person, it becomes a constitutional crisis. It becomes a legislative crisis. So there are a number of issues that we Mr. Self gets in your mind what things
Can I get timeline for this process?
The timeline is not indefinite, but I'm sure with them not working out or staying in the chamber, even at TNet.
You are sure and say when I go follow due process so they no go.
We don't start to follow due process now. The document has been published, it has been gazetted. That's what you lost say. It has been gazetted, it has gone through the full cycle of the gazette. They don't come pursuant to SO 47. We don't do privilege. The privilege no come out sonko. Everybody was there yesterday. I saw Basita asking question. JFK Bidede, so he sang by come. It be get challenge for passport because this question be don't pass. I made them open the bag gates. A can at the back. I see Bami. I see a number of lawyers. I see a number of people away. Now eminent Sierra Leoneans them. They were given the chance. Even though they say go see the post okay advocates on a parliament. They then a committee one, and I'm happy it's happened that way. So then go no for see who said this offer. And the AC no be the work fine. So then never say parliament need uplift.
Yeah.
So when they go talk now, they say okay, let's support parliament.
We never had the money.
We never
woman and get issue with you. They say you advise about dress in parliament.
No, I say woman the way they wear suits, we get to assist. They are free to enter the chamber. But you know what kind of chamber of respect? You wear skinny tights, where they call we revealing the show, all you way they call all you panty, if you know wear panty, they show all the impression that you want for going to the house of respect, the house of Sierra Leone. It is not respectful.
Is that for every staff them or everybody?
In fact, staff, the administrative head of parliament, the new clerk, he don't introduce a new corporate standards to parliament. Corporate dress, Mondays to...
Somebody say why, then they ask, why didn't you put same for men?
Well, for men self a day. No, for man self a day. We say, man for be properly dressed, properly attired, for let go na parliament. You know you go local parliament, you get shots, they will be commoner, you know go inside the chamber. Not at the precinct. You can go at the precinct, so say pass the security guard, you can at the precinct of parliament. But for enter the chamber, we don't define how man and woman. It's just that the woman then become a little impulsive quickly there where they call. But then don't see the fact see where Basita Michael they go parliament yesterday. You would love to see a woman. You would love to see a lady. See where the mayor dress go yesterday parliament. You would love to see a woman. You would love to see a lady. See other lawyers there yesterday who wear trusses, they wear suit. They were beautifully dressed. But if you go to that kind of occasion day, you wear skin tight, you wear this, you wear fooling the president, you enter the chamber.
Those one are fooling the president.
That way the car you keep the eye up, the eye so it's fooling the president. So they go like that. So it is not good for the respectability of parliament. And when I make the ruling, we all agree, leaders, we all agree because it was good. So it is not discriminatory, it is for maintain sanity in a public space. But in terms of assurance, finally, I want to assure me boy that say all the process they were for fathers to up to this point. Gazetting, privilege, we'll take out of the chamber, first reading, they go happen today. After first reading, we suspend them, we go back and continue for engage, we come now for second reading. Because at second reading, that is where tutor starts.
When I get for votes, is it gonna be yea or nay or
no? The second reading, you get SO 46 one. In the first option the speaker gets na voice collection, nay and I. The next option the speaker gets na how do they call her?
That if anybody they were not satisfied with the voice collection of the speaker,
exactly,
they can grab.
So how long will let this process be, Honorable? Is it gonna be voting or by voice?
No, now they say the standing orders make provision. Wait to make them they do by voice first. So until everybody they say the same thing. Okay. So you not find them can't vote and everybody yes. Yeah. But if they don't do voice, you not satisfied with the ruling of the speaker based on the voice, you can stand on SO 46 one and tell speaker say no they challenge that ruling the way to. I will let them count. Then they can count.
So Honorable, quickly, finally, it mentions something very important. Waiting at the thing them way una go think say not to due process we go make una accuse una say from this.
Firstly, for ensure say them pass any amendments we not get the two thoughts, not to due process. Not to due process. And then for pass any amendment of entrenched clause wey after e don pass the 2/3 e no go referendum, not to due process. So we due process what we expect now that any clause wey they want amend na the constitution as provided for in section 108 wey na entrenched clause, then for ensure say we go through the 2/3 and we go to referendum. We make I dey emphasize these 2/3, we for make sure say we consult. We know for this country not belong to SLPP or APCO. Not to wait to want power if it be done. Na consultation. So if you say you want to do something power, would they let you do on power?
So far, you satisfied with the process?
No, so far the privilege we don't get the assurances from the privilege, it's encouraging. And we hope say, the assurances the way they give, they not go deviate from.
How will have constituents then will be part of this process? Constituency, how the public can be part of this process? People that
now that make them do the privilege. The privilege is open to the public, and even after the privilege, position papers they're also welcome because the consultation therefore involve us looking at position papers of various people, and even any Sierra Leonean can grab and take a position and present them to the clerk of parliament, make sure say the speaker I copy the leader of government business, I copy me, so that we all day in the knowing. Sometimes and they we debate, then can form the opinions of them people and the way they do the position papers. Sometimes and we can easy with they say yes, this waiting this person talking this person waiting.
Honorable Tara, quickly on that, the public?
No, the public is like we say, now that's the process. Consultation, further engagement. Nobody know this is not constitution. The consultation never stops until it is passed. So we get for continue that engagement day, and we get for the reach out to people, eminent Sierra Leoneans the way want for contribute. Even the one holding the market will get their own views. They can kind of parliaments in an organized way, approach MPs, them approach leadership. Leadership is always open. That is the beauty of this leadership. You would meet him on the road, he would stop. You would meet Numa on the road, he would roll his glass, he would listen to you.
This not gets dual citizenship, eh?
He gets
for on the constitutional review of this.
He gets the
this one gets
he gets this gets.
Wow.
He will continue.
So una get for vote on whether somebody can be dual citizen and be member of parliament.
Yeah, everybody constitution, everybody's give you.
And that's something what's in our position them on that.
No, let me talk about that now because you the preempt the whole the exchange view, so it's about what forms the basis of other provisions them.
Yeah.
We relate to 76(1). Like what I say, this not in that even independent candidates and all.
Yeah.
You get other provisions that we tie.
Okay.
Where if you have for loose one, you get for loose all. They can't tie that one now.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you so much. And one thing with I go say openly now that the openness and I tell somebody say Parliament they broadcast live, all on sitting them. He was surprised, and me can follow Parliament, I can watch and most times on the Facebook page I they watch, then these are they check the website they don't. So I reach out to one of the communication people and he refer me to the IT person. He sent me all the details them I've been need and able to read them. So I think that level of openness and let the public understand, even though people need much and community engagement and engagement with consent, but for the media, I can reach out so now and we can discuss issue and with the watch we can broadcast as well the live things they do. But the speaker be say he need bell, again for beginning bell.
Yeah, Mr.
I want to this bell. I want to give honorable Abu say ring the bell. Then you self go ring the. So what's in our do? I want to give message to young people about drugs. What's in our message to young people Sierra Leoneans them. The kush and other drugs they still there. But you can just ring the bell and give you message.
Me young one them, you feature now you the designer. This world, then say wait you sow now the reap. Now in fact now the motto of the school where I attend St. Augustine Longe, see court see it or ita college it or. Are you prayed you bid now so you delay on day. If you take kush, you take drugs, you make a your work. Now you don't feature it set so. You company then they learn profession, then they learn how to develop themselves in the future. Tomorrow, now you want to go big then. Tomorrow, now you want to go toot for them. You destiny then in your hand. I remember they asked one king and say, king, now you dey make like say you get sense. This board, he dey now we hand. He dey alive or he don't die? Now the king look at him, he say, all I can know, the board, he dey now you hand. If I say he don't die, you go left fly. If I say he dey alive, you go quiz and you kill him. So we feature with the young people there, he dey now we hand. Atankuna.
Thank you so much. Honorable Tawa.
You know, the first thing I see now that you know what say my brother an engineer. Mm-hmm. You know when they teach, you know that big bed.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you can give a message to young people.
Young people out there, if you watch television, you listen radio, you go listen to Honorable Abdukagbo, you don't listen to Honorable AKK, you don't listen to Honorable Bashiru Siliki, you don't listen to Honorable Kekura Vandi. You want model yourself around that day, now because not be the take drugs, it's only at the informative stage. Una note today say Sierra Leone is nothing without you. Now una get this country now, the future of this country. All what they do now, waiting Labana they do na tools for educate now, waiting other host and anchors they do na programs and for educate now for refrain from drugs. Now because they want the future of this country for be bright, and now una get that brightness and all the lights for this country. So please, if not so for anything, but for the fact say Sierra Leone for continue and on our shoulders again for seats, refrain from drugs, stop for take kush, stop for take ecstasy, stop for take gladi, stop for take any other thing, cocaine, jamba. Focus on his school, focus on being civil and be good citizen.
Thank you so much. I got a message for the speaker. He been say he gave for the ring bell pan MPs already late, so I can learn on my bell. I go tell her. But how come our friend just ask, what do you think about Renaissance movement? We all been the Renaissance, eh?
No, me go share my opinion. No.
Yes.
Renaissance movement na be young man them will be one can to power, but them in different ways for pull down the current government, for make themselves position themselves in kind of power. And with them kind of power, they use them power for do waiting them in the condemn, waiting them in the criticize. So now people will use other people then for achieve waiting they want.
You regret being part?
Well, basically, up to now, I'm part of.
Okay.
I'm not coming I did we the wait we government change for let the one stand up to things that we can take now. Okay. Now we wait for
them. My view on Renaissance movement, fortunately for me and unfortunately not that, the person way I take the affirmative oath for become a member of the Renaissance movement. When so recently Marado left the Renaissance movement, but now my aspiration that we able to turn the corner for Renaissance movement and let we rebrand the performance of Renaissance movement starting now and make sure say it become the voice of the weak, let it able for express the aspiration of progress and let it reframe itself from political views. Yes, we already they get political affiliation, but when we talk about Renaissance, they look at the overall good things there for Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Let we espouse them good things then they, and let we stop for be a movement where like they undermine we own values.
Thank you so much, and I will say, we're all part of it. Mr. left actually after Mara left because now one of the people who will be inspired for join. But like Una say, Renaissance was this model of people from different political parties, but still get the national interest and can disagree, put out a statement in the interest of the nation. We hope until Una still there, Una go revive and back and make them better. But thank you so much, members of Parliament, this morning, and thanks. We will continue this conversation for educate the public and make people and be informed about the reviews. And I happy that Una join with this morning and for talk about this. Over up to 1,000 people have been watching with this morning, and the comments are now over 1,000, and it means people and they follow and they want to be part of the conversation. Thank you so much. Now then the program this morning, but as always, as the members of Parliament they say, we all get a role for play. Tomorrow Bambai, then Gen Z, then we told them go to pull in Paris. Say don't then pull the country, then not be make them better for we. So play your part now. You come outside you day. Be a good citizen, law-abiding, for God and country, serve with conscience, and always remember saying that the two the last. Till we meet back tomorrow. Have a lovely day.
Wake up, oh you boy. Run now, find something good. How we on this urge? Wake up from your sleep, oh you lazy boy, and lend me your ear so me go sensitize. With microphone on me and I'll make you realize that is not the time to criticize. Wake up from your sleep and wear your khaki suit. Wash clean your foot, put on your Gideon boots. Hard work and courage you must salute, but never take a gun to shoot. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Everybody has his own part to play. So come and join the wheel of change and let's make a difference. Remember that Rome wasn't built in a day. Everybody has his own part to play. So come and join the wheel of change and let's make a difference. Remember it's a conscious time. Are we on this age?
This is Truth Radio,